Point of view and the point of view of Black citizens who feel they're under siege.
Yes, normalize, bring a shivery back. Realize that my car caught a flat and I just need help with a jack. Realize I'm a vulnerable woman in need. You can keep your help if that means sleeping with me. I'd rather struggle than to sell myself and lose my dignity. How could you call yourself a man without positioning me? I bet you got a daughter too that you'll kill for, but you can't see that I'm a daughter that's a killjoy. 1 in 6 U.S. women done been raped. Now just imagine that statistic across the whole world. It's a dangerous thing being born a girl when we living in a man's world.
I'm not looking for a lover. I'm just waiting on a friend to show you. Just need a shoulder I can lean on when I need a helping hand to show you. And I'm not looking for a lover. I just really need a friend to show you. A real shoulder I can lean on
When I need a helping hand, I could sure use a handle. Normalize walking away when a woman rejects you. Realize she's afraid and don't wanna upset you. Why you feel like she's yours for? I watched the men in Harlem smack a woman in the face with a skateboard. I can't forget the young mom leaving out the liquor store. She said no and got jumped by 5 or 6 young boys. One of them stole her phone, nearly bit her eye out. No, she was thinking about her daughter when she cried out. The whole world rioted for George Floyd. Less than 100 people showed up for a killer boy. Jacob Blake reached for a knife and y'all rallied for him. Micaiah was fighting for her life and y'all dragged her for it. Kareem Gaines too, Natasha Harlan too. Y'all done forgot about him, cause they ain't Trayvon and they ain't Mike Brown and they ain't Eric Garner. It's equally sad like how they did a Tatiana. We knew we wouldn't get no justice for Rihanna or 7-year-old sleeping beauty
I'm not
Ayana.
looking for a lover. I'm just waiting on a
Please tell me
just need to
why
show
you
that
come
I
out.
can lean on. When I need a helping hand, I could sure use a hand. I'm not looking for a lover. I just really need a friend. I could sure use a real shoulder I can lean on. When I need a helping hand, I could sure use a hand. I'm not looking for a lover. I'm just waiting on a friend. I could sure use a just need a shoulder I can lean on. When I need a helping hand, I could sure use a hand. I'm not looking for a lover. I just really need a friend. I could sure use a real shoulder I can lean on. When I need a helping hand, I could sure use a handle. I hear y'all talk about protect black women, but when we really gon' protect black women, ain't why nobody got respect for black women, because our men don't respect black women.
All right, all right, all right. Like to welcome everybody to the show tonight as the dust turns. In the house, you are important. In the house, Gemini. In the house, Columbus Hill. In the house, M. Mills. In the house, Andre Brown. In the house, Don Harden. In the house, Just Ask Char. In the house, Maya Lashan. In the house, Feisty Black Tina. In the house, Eileen. In the house, Mercy Me. In the house, Kitten in Caskets, better known as Camo. Let's get this party started right just about now.
And I'll be your crying shoulder. There are some men in this world that will actually take care of another woman's kid and accept that as a package deal. And there's some men that won't. And I'm that type of man that actually would do that. Like that would take care.
Wait, let me go back here for a minute. Mr. Demands right here. Why does it seem like the more dust, the more demands? You know, the more dust they have, the more demands they make. It's amazing to me.
No. This one is not, though. This one is not doing the demands. He's saying he'll take the woman and he doesn't care how many children she has. He'll take it all.
Would do that. Like that would take care. Like I accept that as a package deal. Like I've dated women with kids before, and it's never been a problem for me. It's never been a deal breaker. So I accept that as a package deal. Cause like you know how there are some kids out here that don't grow up with both parents or having a parent figure in their life. I'm not a pick-me and I'm not a simp. I'm an alpha male. I don't play that shit. Don't try me. I'm not the same person that I used to be. I actually leveled up.
A few moments later.
Daquan, would you like to sing for all of us?
I'm not in the singing mood today.
Don't sing, man. Melly ain't gonna perform.
Man, talk that shit, Daquan.
No, hey.
Why y'all really want me to sing?
No,
wow.
Man. I want if Melly don't perform a song, I don't want to hear nothing.
Right. But like I said, I'm not really.
Melly not gonna do shit. Hey, Melly not gonna do. Melly not gonna do shit. Melly not gonna do shit.
But Melly, you can definitely.
Wow, these guys are just top notch. I don't think I can hang.
You know, that I
You
mean,
know?
the best of the best. That I mean, that is what the best of the Black community sitting right there. Those are all alpha males. Like
Right.
these are the men that women should want.
Wow, I mean, I think I'll just have to stick to fishing. I can't hang with these guys.
Definitely check, but Melly, you can definitely check out my dance videos. So they're up though. They're not bad though. I got some great footwork.
Daquan, I want you to sing for me. Because don't listen to Yam. I want you to
Yeah, hey, look, this is what Melly say. Melly wants you to sing that shit, my nigga.
You can't do much worse than Chills, Dan. Yeah, you can't do much worse than Chills. You know it don't. You know.
So Daquan, you're gonna sing or no?
Yeah, like what song do you want me to sing? 'Cause I can do a snippet.
I want RB.
I knew I was gonna do something. I was gonna switch it up this time.
Flashback.
I'm not in the singing mood name.
End of flashback.
I was gonna do something different.
No, RB.
Well, all right, Melly.
So it's kind of weird and interesting how these same Black men who are red pill and they complain about how Black women are roasting them and stuff and all that kind of stuff, but they're on Melly's show, who's a Black woman or somewhere near, and she's roasting them and they're having a good and they're loving it. That's kind of weird. So I think what it is it really matters where it's coming from.
It definitely does. It definitely does.
In the house, Easy Money Jones. Well, let's keep it going. Oya's in the house too.
I can't do this. I can't do this with all of them here because I'm gonna get like I have to calm down.
Well, look at them.
All right. I'm looking at you. I'm looking directly at you. All right. All right. The strands in your the strands in your eyes, color than wonderful. Stop me.
Is he serious? I mean, this is funny, and she roasted him hard. And she roasted him hard. Miss RV is in the house. Easy Money Jones is in the house. M. Mills is in the house. Oya is in the house. You Are Important is in the house. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going.
Still my breath.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And emeralds from mountains thrust towards the sky, never revealing their depth.
Okay, and y'all talked about my singing.
And I was just getting ready to say, like, you and him are on like the same wavelength. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry, DJ. He has more control over the tone than you do.
Okay. Oh, hey, maybe so, but he's trying. You know, I'm for real. Andre's in the house. Orlando's in the house.
He's for real too.
Tell me that we belong together.
He sounds very masculine right now. Very masculine.
Dress it up with the trappings of love. I'll be captivated. I'll hang from your limbs instead of the gallows of heartache that hang from above. And I'll be your.
Does he know that went out in the 90s? I think he doesn't.
Crying shoulder. I'll be love suicide. And I'll be the better when older. I'll be the greatest fan of your life.
Oh my God.
That's how I feel when you're singing, DJ.
Oh man. Let's keep it going. That was funny though. That was funny. You did that to roast me. I know that. I'll take that personal. We'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that roast later.
But men are 100% responsible for pregnancy. Yes, gentlemen, that's right. Women are only fertile 2 days, actually 24 hours a month, in a 6 or 7 day window. Men are fertile 100% of the time. So it's time for men in this chamber and the ones across that hall and all across the state of South Carolina to take some ejaculation responsibility. I don't mean that joke of that amendment about child support at conception as responsibility. That is about as funny as getting child support paid now. Just last year, DSS had to fight to collect over $202 million in child support. Women will just be left to do it all once again because of that 100% responsibility men forget about. They don't have the responsibility of carrying the baby for 9 months. They don't have the responsibility of raising a toddler or a preschooler. They don't care about the preteen who is acting out in school or the teenager who needs to learn to drive, get a car, and get insurance or graduate from high school unless they want to. And you can put them in jail for rape and incest, but jailhouse salaries don't support a child and they don't give them the daddy they need just to love them.
Carefree Walker, hello.
All right, let's keep it
Good
rolling.
afternoon. God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless you, Courtney, as well. God bless the host. My name is Walker. That's what I'm going by. First and foremost, this is how I'm rocking. As many people as you bring onto this show, on this podcast, I feel like I would like to just impregnate all of them, not get married, locked down. I'd rather have an open relation with all.
Same black man shows up again.
This is indicative of what the woman was saying.
Yep.
From Congress.
Exactly. Knock, knock, knock. Who's at the door? Same black man. We're not home. In the house, conscious moron. In the house, conscious mind love. In the house, Oya, Terminador Negro. Let's keep this going.
Older women. I want as many children as possible. I truly do. I know that may sound bizarre, but men in nature, we're polygamous. And in the United States, where I'm born at, where I was raised at. I was born in Germany. I was raised in, up to 7.5, 8 years old in Germany, and came to the States back and forth sometimes. I really appreciated Germany before the States, though. Not to bore you, Miss Courtney.
No, it's okay.
I mean, this fool is full of dust. Every time he moves, you see a cloud come out between his shirts. I mean, this is your guy. He's from Red Pill. This is how Red Pill dudes talk. No responsibility whatsoever at all. Just wants to do what he wants to do. That's basically how the black community got the way it is.
The polygamy got me at the like wanting to impregnate everybody, and then but best of luck to that. Hopefully, everything will be good, and you take care of the 20 kids that you have.
Actually, I have no children right now.
Oh, you got excited.
I paid attention. I took the lessons that were given to me at a young age. To wrap it up, it's not the funnest thing in the world, but it's the safest thing. Right now, safety is way more important than anything. My health is most important. Yes, ma'am.
Want to have kids, but you haven't had the kids yet. But you're going to have the kids, so you're just going to have.
He wants to. I mean, let's start with the physical look. First of all, she looks better than he does.
Well, let's not even talk about her. Let's not even acknowledge the two women. Let's just talk about this man who has his name as Carefree Walker. He said he wants to impregnate as many women as possible, although he's not impregnated one yet. And he would have us believe that he's been completely safe every time he's had intercourse with anyone.
Right. And then the funny thing is this, is that he's made no effort or no statement as it refers to taking care of those children.
No,
He
none at
just
all.
wants to spread them all around the place. That's all he wants to do. He can care less. This is what, fellas, it's your boy right here. This is why black women are more cautious of you. Why they're not gonna why submission.
He's grappling with his sexuality first and foremost.
I think so too.
That's the problem he's having. Nobody wants no sane man with good morals, good values, who values himself, who has high self-esteem or even moderate self-esteem, thinks that impregnating a lot of women is something that they should do.
I think it's worse than that. I think he's batshit crazy.
I don't think he's crazy at all. He's very sane. He's lucid.
Like at one time? You want multiple wives? Or not wives, you want multiple girlfriends?
No, in the United States, I can only legally have one wife. So I do that.
Married, so you can girlfriends.
So I would ask my wife for an open marriage, an open relationship, just to keep things fair. Now, at one point in time, I was not cool with having many children outside.
So basically, all he wants is a lot of sex. He doesn't want to take care of any kids. He just wants to have irresponsible sex and not worry about he's trying to say, see, this is the weird thing, is that this is where we are going as men, and it's sad. You don't know how bad this is for the community. And so please, if you're going to think or talk like this, do not say you're for the community, because this is bad. This is all bad. Columbus Hill says this: now, in order to be polygamist, you must be able to financially take care of them. Boom. Unless you're going to be like the Mormons and keep them barefoot and pregnant. Columbus Hill nailed it. He doesn't, and plus, I don't know, but for some, I have a hunch that he just doesn't have that kind of money. But he doesn't care. This is the same dude that mammies defend. It's like, well, he wants to be married, not looking at the way he wants to be married. That's weird. Let's keep it going.
Marriage, because I thought the term bastard and illegitimate children, that wasn't a thing. But now the laws in society has changed, where even if you do have illegitimate children, you can still have your child inherit your property and so on and so forth. That's what marriage is really about, property.
He doesn't have no property.
Oh my God. So he doesn't really have a clue. I mean, he doesn't have a clue how life works, period. He looks to be well-aged.
Yeah,
so he really doesn't understand. So this is a man who doesn't understand finances. He doesn't understand wealth. He doesn't understand responsibility. He doesn't understand integrity. He doesn't understand leadership. None of the above. Like, so, but, and he sounds like he's just finding out some things, and he's probably been listening to Red Pill. And these guys are being educated by the Red Pill system.
Yeah.
So not only did public school system fail them, now the Red Pill and Manosphere system have failed them as well.
Yeah. But pineapples, because that's just not going to work for me, baby.
He said he wants to impregnate everybody that's on the show.
Everybody.
I had 132 people, I think.
So it's funny because the Red Pill system, shame, blames, and explains women a lot. A good example is Van Zant into dating, to having a relationship with bus drivers, and how unrealistic it's supposed to be to look for somebody in your same price range. Here's this dude who probably has half the money this woman does. I don't know what she does, but she's better kept than he is. And it's clear that he has, for what he's requesting, is pure lunacy. But they look at all the dudes supporting him. They're supporting, well, he's being straight, he's being upfront, he's being straight up. In the house, Quita Ward, in the house, Flawless, in the house, King Lucifer. Let's keep this going.
By now.
I was like, let me see how far he's gonna go. he really low key got a plan at his old age. He don't look like no spring chicken either. So when he finna start?
Wait, I have a question. So, because I want to address the comment. So you have seven.
The comment.
You have seven baby moms and 7 kids.
Hey man, them kids. Hey, I said, hey, I told them not to have a kid, so I don't
see. Another super dust is happening right now. Okay. Number one, you know something? I don't believe what he's saying. And even if what he was saying was accurate, he knows how to. The other guy was wrapping up. Why can't he wrap up if they were wrapping up? See, and you guys defend these fools, and the mammies defend these fools. But let's see what else he's got to say. I told him to wrap up. That's like, I told him it's like this is what we do in our community. We pass on responsibility. Instead of being responsible, we pass it on. You know, remember, I know you young men and have been out there long enough to know the term, you know better. You know better.
Feel liable for him. You feel me?
Wait, what?
You know what I'm saying? I told him not to have the kids.
You have 7 kids?
All seven of
I
them.
told them not to have the kids. So technically, I have kids, but in actuality, I don't.
He actually said that.
With his whole chest.
He actually said that, folks. Let's keep it going.
I'm so lost right now.
He said because he didn't agree with having.
Yeah, like I say this though. I say this, man. Like I couldn't force them women to have a kid or get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
How you gonna force me to be a father when I don't want to be?
Well, how about you protect yourself and make sure you use a condom? Or how about you don't have sex at all? Whichever.
Look, that's true. That's true. I understand that. But look, shit happened. But guess what? They got Plan B and they got abortion.
Oh my God, here he goes again with that. In the house, A Lady in the house, Quita Ward in the house, Andre Brown in the house. You are important in the house, Flawless.
So, in other words, he's saying one can't force one to have a baby, and so he can't be forced to be a father. So, in essence, he believes he can't be forced to do anything, but he could be forced to go to jail. He could be forced to pay child support. He could be forced to get a job. There are certain things in society that he could be forced to do. This is a guy that we don't even believe what he's saying. I don't believe he had 7 children, period.
Right.
Because he also said that all of the children weren't by Black women.
Exactly. And obviously he doesn't like Black women, so what is he doing on the show? So, yep.
Exactly, Columbus Hill. Abortion is not birth control.
And if they ain't take that shit, that ain't my fault. Especially when I offered it. So I try to.
He wants to. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is why the Black community is the way it is.
There is no such thing.
Rectify the situation and get rid of the motherfuckers. You feel me? I try to rectify it and get rid of them. They didn't want to do it. Because they know I got a little money, I got a little motion, you feel me? Probably gave them more orgasms than they ever had in their life. So they try to keep a nigga around with a baby. And I'm like, that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
So you don't take care of any of the kids?
I can't take care of no kids I did not want.
What?
Facts.
So you have 7 kids.
Technically.
And
you know what Kevin Samuels forgot to talk about? Some things like morals, responsibility.
Well, you can't talk about the
character.
You can't talk about those things when you lack them.
You know, and I mean integrity. And this is what we got. This is what we have.
Well,
I mean, he might be
an
actor, or he might be not telling the truth. But the bottom line is that he's not far off the mark on the on the same black man. This is basically what Cynthia G was talking about right here.
Don't take care of them.
No, I'm not taking care of no kids I don't want.
But you made that
why you
bed,
keep
though.
on having sex unprotected?
I try to clean the bed up, but they ain't take the plan B. They ain't take the abortion.
Oh my God, that's crazy. This guy, let's listen to him.
That's out my hands.
No, it is in your hands because you're fucking them raw. So it is in your hands.
They should have told me to put a condom on.
You are a grown ass man.
They should have told me, look, I was a grown ass irresponsible man. So if you ain't gonna tell me to put a condom on, I'm not.
But you knew.
I knew what?
Wait, do you
knew there was a possibility they could get pregnant?
Do you?
No, that's a fact. So that's why I offered a plan B.
Wait, question. Do you pull out or you just bust inside and hope she don't?
Man, with them situations, man, it was just all different situations. Like I can't just like recall, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. You feel me? It just, I know I didn't. If I did intentionally do it, this is what I'm offering it. All right, we can go get a plan B. I'm not gonna sit there and watch the bitch pop a plan B. I'm not your daddy. You feel me? You're a grown ass woman. Take the plan B. But now, if it was something random and they found out, oh damn, I'm pregnant, it'd been like 6, 7, 8 weeks. Then I'm offering to pay for abortion. Oh, I don't believe in abortion. Shit, I do. You're gonna be a single mother. You're gonna be a single mother.
Tell me the age. What's the age of the 7 kids?
Hey, they started back with.
Gentlemen, here's a public announcement. If you have a sex with the woman, there's a strong possibility she'll get pregnant if you're not protected. Ignore anything that has to do with what she's doing to stop that process and focus on making sure you do something that stops that process. If you are a man and you are a leader, this should be natural for you to do that because you are a leader, you are a man, you know how to lead. But if you leave situations up to the odds, not just sex and pregnancy, but other things, if you leave it up to odds or possibilities, you're not a leader. Leaders are responsible. You're not being responsible. Wrap up or don't have sex. You don't have to have sex. Or, read a book with her. Take it, go for a walk. Stop leading with your dick. Stop leading with your dick. I can't make it any more clear than that. In the house, Wu said it. In the house, Emmett Mills. In the house, Flawless. In the house, A Lady. In the house, Quita Ward. In the house, you are important. Let's keep it going.
I was like 19. So I don't know the age. So between like 19 and 23. So from now, that could be 4, 8, 7, 6. I don't know. I didn't keep up with it.
All right. Well, yeah. No worries.
Wow.
It is what it is. I gave them a way out. They didn't take it. Gave them a way out. They didn't take it.
Whoa. I hope he was joking. That's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah, because that's wild.
Even if he wasn't joking, men do this. Please refer back to yesterday's live on how to protect yourself from men who either think like this or are like this. Because this I don't give a fuck generation will leave you destitute. They will. They will leave you destitute.
Can you play that Congress video again, please?
The what?
Congress video. The woman from Congress.
Oh yeah, I sure can.
But men are 100% responsible for pregnancy. Yes, gentlemen, that's right. Women are only fertile 2 days, actually 24 hours a month, in a 6 or 7 day window. Men are fertile 100% of the time. So it's time for men in this chamber and the ones across that hall and all across the state of South Carolina to take some ejaculation responsibility. I don't mean that joke of that amendment about child support at conception as responsibility. That is about as funny as getting child support paid now. Just last year, DSS had to fight to collect over $202 million in child support. Women will just be left to do it all once.
So you mean to tell me that they're fighting to have child support paid? Is that what she said? They're fighting. They had to fight to collect that much child support in that one state.
Yep.
That's one state. 200-something million in one state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are all these Negroites complaining about and crying about online like they're paying all this child support?
Exactly. No, they read the Kevin Samuels pamphlet. Don't pay child support, like I did. That's what he's saying.
And Quita, yes, we're going to start using that ejaculation responsibility.
Straight up.
Once again, because of that 100% responsibility men forget about. They don't have the responsibility of carrying the baby for 9 months. They don't have the responsibility of raising a toddler or a preschooler.
Let me go back, fellas, because I know you're out there in the clouds and I appreciate your time. Remember, just be careful. It's that simple. I mean, don't complain about child support if you slinging and not being responsible. Even if that, do not leave it up to other people when it comes to protection, when it comes to being responsible, when it comes to being a man. Because remember now, a man and a leader, they are responsible. They are protective. A leader is caring. A leader is pretty much everything Kevin Samuels wasn't. Let's put it that way. Let's keep it going.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hi, Randy.
Hey, so how y'all ladies doing? Yeah, go ahead and walk away, man, so I can talk to Brianna. My name Randy Moe. I'm a big boss. I'ma eat it. Yeah.
What's up? How are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm from Chirac. But you know, more than anything, what we want to say for this chat, go to hate on a nigga. More than anything, what we want to say is that I'm the type of man, I know what I want, and I get what I want, you know? So what I'm saying is that...
Oh, you get what you want.
You said what?
I don't know, see how you ladies do it. I really don't. I don't.
I said, you say you get what you want?
Every time. Every time.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Stop the cap.
How old are you?
25.
Motherfucker, you look 30.
You're 25. That's what's up. You got any kids?
No, mama, no. But what I'm saying is that, like, let's talk, like, on the back end, you know, like over the phone, you know, type deals, and then we can really talk, so I can get to know you better, you know.
Okay. Not on the phone though. I don't think we can talk on here. We gotta get to know each other. I don't just give my number out to like people like that.
It's cool. I can hit you up on Instagram, hit you in the DM. Yeah. It's gonna say Randy Moe, just like this.
Oh my God. In the house.
You know what I want for him?
Wait, hold on. In the house, Don Harden. In the house, Flawless. In the house, King Lucifer. In the house, Quita. In the house, M. Mills.
You know what I want him to want for himself?
Except for chapstick.
Chapstick, lotion, a better body, a better head, a better living environment. Like I want him to want that for himself since he gets what he wants.
That sounds like a good idea.
Where you?
A lady in the house as well. D9 in the house.
You say you from Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's where you live at currently too?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Well, I'm an engineer. But it's not like you said what?
You an engineer, you said?
Sanitary engineer or something, right? Let's see what happens. Hi, Darnell. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing very well, very well. So, how are you enjoying the show so far?
I ain't gonna lie, sir. I haven't seen your show today. I literally just
jumped on.
Yes, sir.
That's good. I appreciate you doing so.
Hey, not a problem. Not a problem.
So, I remember seeing you on Kendra G's show. So, how did that go?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, it went better than I thought. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I got roasted. I was expecting to get roasted, but I had more support than I thought I would.
Well, you have some good qualities. We be peeping everybody out. So you have some good qualities. I noticed.
Well, not exactly. I apologize for cutting you off. Go ahead.
I see you sticking with the beard. Kendra was telling you should trim it up a little bit, but
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the barbershop. I'm going to the barbershop and I'm gonna get rid of the beard and cut my hair.
I hear that.
Yes, sir.
I hear that. So have you found that special one yet, or how's that going?
It's really been on me. I've been a little busy. I'm trying to get a little more time to respond, but like literally I had like 200 people hit me up. 200 women. Well, not 200 women. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them were trolls and some of them were transvestites. But, yeah.
Oh man, okay. So, but there's a saying back in the old school because I'm up there a little bit. You got to hit while the iron's hot. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one. I do. Yeah, it was just when I called into the show. It was I'm a rideshare driver. Like I said, I ain't no higher value man. I'm just a rideshare driver. But it was tourist season and I was busy. I ain't gonna lie, man, because during tourist season here in Phoenix, man, that's the time to make money as a rideshare driver.
That's a good point. So you're a rideshare driver. So, so what do you look? Let's clarify. What do you look for in a woman? Really, let's break it down. Just break it down to me quick, because I know you told Kendra everything, but I don't. You don't have to go over it over again. But let's go over that. What is your basic? I heard before that you take anybody, right? But I don't think anybody, right?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. You ever heard the old saying, "Beggars can't be choosers"?
So you beg it? Are you saying you ain't too proud to beg, right?
No, sir. I ain't too proud to beg.
Oh man.
Man. Hey, I'm a loser. Hey, when it comes to dating, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a loser. I've always have been.
But that's the problem right there, is because you say you're always a loser. You're starting off, you're already convincing yourself it's not going to work.
Well, it's just based on experience.
Okay, so first of all, you were in the armed forces. Is that correct?
I was, yes.
Okay, thank you for your service. Okay, you're a rideshare driver. You're modest. You're humble. Believe it or not, that this is sounding weird and crazy, but that's actually getting you up on the list quite to a woman looking for a meaningful relationship. That's got you up the list from a lot of these other guys. You see this cat who we got here on the screen, and as an objective person, you probably got him beat, because a lot of men don't have those qualities. Gemini, what do you think?
Is he wearing a cape?
No, that's it looks like a soccer jersey, if to be accurate.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But anyway, so when is your next date?
I ain't gonna lie. There's this woman. She out of New York. We've been talking. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I like her. You know, she's been talking about coming out here this summer. She a school teacher, so you know she got to wait till summer break.
Yeah.
And, yeah, she was talking about coming out here this summer, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, for a woman that lives in New York, because you know, I mean, the economy, New York's economy versus Phoenix's economy, I know damn well my ass don't make the money she makes.
Yeah. For her to survive where she's at, she has to make a little bit more money. But I mean, to me, it's not a. I would say it's not a huge reach. It's not like you're a rideshare driver and she's an attorney with $3 million in the bank, like that, like Ebony was. You know what I mean? So yeah, and as long as if you are the way you are now and you are humble and you are hardworking, that I mean, a teacher's going to be good with that. They're going to be good with that. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. and that's coming from a man who cuts the heads off of people who, you know, talk that, oh, well, how about a bus driver thing? So you're doing good. You got some good qualities. The only thing you just got to convince yourself.
I mean, it's just like I said, when you have personal experience, like I said, it's one of those things. I don't want to be delusional. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be one of these guys out here. I'm a king, you know, and I know damn well my ass ain't no damn king, you know.
I understand that. So, what do you like about the woman that the teacher that you're speaking to now? What qualities do you see in her that you know has you interested in having her come through?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. She's got. Well, I've only seen her photos, but she's got beautiful skin. Very beautiful skin. Black woman.
Okay.
You know, and it's just the fact that, you know, hey, when I was on the Kendra G show, I laid myself bare. You know what I mean? And she seems to accept me for who I am.
Got it. That makes it. That's number one. So as far as, let's not look at physical qualities. Let's look at emotional qualities. How does she treat you on the phone?
Well, we ain't talked on the phone. We just been chatting back and forth. Again, it's been my fault. I'm not a big social media guy. Before I was even on that show, I didn't even use my Instagram. I had Instagram for damn near 10 years and just didn't use it until that show.
Okay, would you like my humble advice?
Go ahead.
Okay, first I'm going to preface it and then I'm going to tell you. Basically, the worst thing a man can do is keep a distance when it comes to communication. And what I mean is that texting, okay, first, Instagram is one level, okay? Then you have texting, that's another level. And then you have voice, where you're actually speaking to the person and they can hear your enthusiasm or emotions, okay? And then there's being in person where they get the luxury of seeing your mannerisms, the way you carry yourself, the way that you are groomed and dressed, and that makes the best impression. So the fact that I know that you're busy, but if you're too busy to get on the phone, you might want to, I'm not saying that, in fact, let me ask you this. Why are you too busy to get on the phone? What's keeping you? Are you scared? Is that what it is?
No, sir. Like I said, it was tourist season when I was on the Kendra G show. Now that it's getting hot here in Phoenix, tourist season's coming to an end. Basically, I make a lot of money in the spring versus the summer. The summer is kind of like a drought. You know what I mean?
I see. So you're trying to stack stacks.
Exactly, because I know the summer sucks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, in Arizona it might, but I'm up the street from you. I can't tell you exactly where I'm at, but I'm up the street from you, and it's popping right down where I'm at. But you could probably figure out where that's at. But anyway,
Yeah,
So-
up to 17, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so yeah, something like that. Yep. So anyway, what you're saying is this: is that you know that the look that you're having in women has to do with you and not them. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I told you this before, but I'm a dumbass when it comes to dating.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but it's true. I am.
so what are you doing to work that out?
I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm trying to make better decisions.
Okay.
Basically, you know, I gotta start vetting. I just can't. You know, what I used to. I'll be honest with you. My grandmother, when I was a child, my grandmother, she taught me how to treat women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, treat them like princesses. All you know, never disrespect a woman. Always hold open doors. You know, open up. You know, she even told me when you get older and you go on dates, make sure you open up a car door and this and that. And I'll be honest with you. The thing is, I'm not gonna say women don't like me, but it's like I'm more in the friend zone kind of thing.
Okay.
Versus being the kind of man that this woman wants. Does that
Why
make
do you
sense?
think that is?
I guess, you know, like when you're too nice, for example, it's a turn off when it comes to women. And to be honest with you, like, you know, nice guys, like I said, it is, I'll be honest with you, it's a red flag. It could be a red flag towards women, you know, because they, you know, why is this guy so nice to me? Like,
Right.
I've had women treat me like crap, you know, and I just wouldn't respond. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, you know. And they would ask me, why aren't you upset with me?
Right. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Are you sending money to a woman in Brazil?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and why are you doing that? It's a kind. Well, let me get out of the way. That it's a kind
Go ahead.
gesture. It's a very kind gesture. But other than that, why are you doing that?
I'm not gonna lie to you. After I was, I don't know if you had the backstory, but I was previously engaged. This is way back when in 2015. I was
Okay.
engaged, and I was engaged to her best friend. And when the engagement was broken off, I'm not gonna lie, I was in despair. And, you know, I just reached out to her. She talked to me. You know, told me everything was gonna be all right. And then this was 2017 when I reached out to her. About 3 years later, COVID strikes. You know, 2020, COVID strikes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, she lived in the slums of Rio, the favelas
Okay.
of Rio, and I was concerned. You know, like I was watching the news reports, and I was concerned for the safety of her and her children. I was originally going to be the godfather of her daughter. Originally, if
Okay. Okay. Wait. The godfather of her daughter. That's not the one you were going to marry, but her friend, her sibling.
friend.
Okay.
No, her friend. It was
Okay.
not simply her friend.
Okay. So you're sending the money to the one, not to the woman who. Did she break it off, or did you break it off?
She broke it off. She found another guy, got married to him. She actually tried to come back, actually, but I said no.
Okay, so basically, okay, let me get this right then. You were dating her for how long?
Since 2011. So I dated her for 4 years, and before I asked her for marriage.
Okay, and did you live in Brazil at the time, or did she live here in America at the time, or were you traveling back and forth?
I was traveling back and forth. I was deployed all the time. I was fighting, and I was in the Middle East, but I used to go to Brazil for vacation.
Okay.
That's how we met, and I had plans on moving to Brazil.
Okay. So what attracted you to her, and was she feminine, friendly, and submissive, or did she have a different personality?
What attracted me to her was her beautiful smile.
Okay.
Man, bro, if you saw her smile, bro, I promise you would fall in love with her too. Okay. She just had the most beautiful smile. Matter of fact, back then her English, she couldn't speak English yet. She knew a couple words, but luckily she had when I went to approach her, we were at the beach in Rio de Janeiro. I went to approach her, and it was her friend. Her friend spoke English and was able to translate. You know, it seemed like she took interest in me, and you know, we hit it off. I'm not gonna lie, as far as you know, and I apologize if I sound graphic here, but I had the best sex of my life with her. I swear to God, when I say the sweat was dripping off the walls, it was, bruh. Had a mirror. The apartment I had, we had this big ass mirror. I mean, it was just fogged up. I mean, sweat just dripping down it. The walls were just. I was like, man. I mean, I was hooked. I was hooked. Yeah, it was just the best sex of my life, and I knew that's who I wanted to be with. Unfortunately, I wasn't the guy she wanted to be with, I guess.
Okay, so let me wrap this up real quick. You went over there, you met her over there, you enjoyed her company, you had the best sex, then you proposed to her, then she broke it off, she married another guy. Did she cheat on you, or did she just break it off and say, because I want to be with another guy, or how did that go?
She actually did tell me. There was one time she didn't exactly cheat, but I literally caught her in the process of at least trying.
That's technically cheating.
Yeah, I mean, well, she didn't have.
She didn't finish the process. That's all.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't like I caught her in the act with another guy, but she was talking to another guy, and they exchanged contact information right in front of me. It was a bus ride. It's a long story, but
okay.
Yeah, it was one of those things. I could tell at that point that's when she wanted another dude. I just was too stupid to, because I wanted her that bad,
Right. I understand.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start playing this video, and I would like to get your observation on the interaction between the people in this video, and let me know what your thoughts are and how you would have done things differently or not differently, or what you might be learning from the interaction. Would that be okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, but it's not about what I do, it's about who I am, you see. Because I do more than just that. There's a lot of layers to me. I'm like an onion. You got to peel back those layers.
Okay, so what else you do?
I can't say it all on the internet. They're going that's how you blow yourself up, I plead the fifth on God.
Okay. Wendy has been trying to just leave and be like, no, DMs right away. Randy, you're not.
What do you think about Melly? Do you like her? Let me put her on
the screen. Which one's Melanie?
Melly. Melli.
Oh, Melly.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, she looked nice.
She looks cute.
Oh yeah, good skin complexion.
Yeah, I agree.
So DMs right away. Randy, you're not trying to talk.
I'm trying to talk more in like a one-on-one type session. You know what I mean?
What do you think about this young lady right here?
She gives me. Are you familiar with the actress by the name of Pam Grier?
Sure, I did. Yep, I sure am.
She gives me Pam Grier vibes. I love Pam Grier.
Okay, okay.
I feel you. I'm okay though.
So
Fine
just to
now.
clarify, you appreciate American Black women, is that correct?
I mean, I do. You know, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not anti Black woman. Okay. Yes. Do I have a horrible track record with dating Black women, American Black women? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep.
But I don't hate them.
It's cool. It's cool. Enjoy your night.
You too. Thanks.
He said, I get what I want, but
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, let me stop this for a second. Actually, Oya is giving you some good advice here. No one wants a man that lacks self-confidence and is self-deprecating. Those are two things that you should work on, by the way. I agree with Oya. That's how he comes off. I can see a woman being weary of dealing with him. Build him up for him to give someone, build him up to give to someone else. Yeah. So basically what she's saying is that we appreciate your honesty, but you don't, if this is the way you feel about yourself, where you're saying, I do terrible and I'm a terrible, with women and stuff, they might believe you. You see what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, it's the truth.
Well, it isn't, because as dusty as you might think you are, there are men that are dustier than you.
Well, I never said I'm dusty. I'm not a dusty. I'm a homeowner. I own 3 cars.
But no, dusty has only. It's not just money. If you see what I'm saying, it's the whole package. And the issue is, you see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
the
think
issue
so.
is that it's a wonderful thing to be modest, but it's a terrible thing to be self-deprecating. It's kind of like it's not a slippery slope, because there is some space in between the two, but you should stay modest, but get rid of the deprecating part. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I mean, I understand you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
The only thing is, like, I don't feel I really put myself down. I'm just a realistic guy,
Right.
I deal with facts. Like, I mean, just imagine, let's just say I was a woman. I'm 40 years old, never married, no kids. I've been single my entire life. I've never had a successful relationship, yet I'm calling myself a queen and being a princess and all this other stuff. Would you say I found a little
right?
solution?
I understand that, but you don't have to go all the way to the point of deprecating on yourself, male or female.
Yeah.
Let me play a little bit more of this video. Let's get into it.
Go ahead.
And the chef saying she's screaming on the inside.
I was like, ooh. Oh, you came back quick too. Thank you.
I was trying. I heard him trying to get the number and everything.
Yeah, we can talk offline and stuff. Like I'm not going to just give.
Quite honestly, okay. Quickly before I go to the next video, you have an equal chance of doing well on Melly's show than these other cats. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying you're James Bond or nothing, but these guys give you a chance. You see what I'm saying? They give you a chance, bro. I'm telling you.
Melly, does she do the show where if a woman doesn't like you, they say pineapple? Is that the one?
That's precisely what we have up right now.
Okay.
That pineapple show.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go to another one here. Let's check it out.
Anything like this. So
all right, awesome. Azazel, you're here.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey.
Pineapple.
Girl. Man.
That was quick.
That was quick.
A comedy show too.
Again, I am Robert Brewing.
That's how that goes. Huh?
There.
Do you have a mask on?
Who is this?
What do you mean, who is this? You're here.
What am I on, Robert? Why would you give me the phone? My face is like that.
Pineapple.
Oh, snap.
So,
Okay, I understand that
two dudes are on there, and one called in and the other one didn't know that he called in, so he had on a face mask. So, what is it that they have going on here?
I
See,
understand.
I think they're an item. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tam, welcome to the stage. How you doing? Hello, Tam. Tam, are you doing?
Oh, she's driving. Sounded like a
Oh,
blinker.
okay. Yeah, sounds like she's driving.
I'm not
Yeah.
driving. I'm not
Oh,
driving.
okay.
That's my dishwasher.
Oh, okay.
No, hey, DJ Torch. No, I just wanted to say something to, Darnell real quick. That's all.
Okay.
How you doing, Miss Sam?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. Can't complain.
Okay. So this is my only advice. This is just, as a friend, this is my only advice. And I appreciate the fact that you're willing to be open and honest about, your journey of finding love and everything. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But, so far, I know you've been on Kendra G's show and you've been on Peso Man's show and you're on DJ Torch's show and you're sharing with us your experiences with the women in your life. Honestly, I think you should stop doing that. I think you should stop doing that. Not like this is advice. I'm not trying to tell you what to do.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want you to place yourself in a position to be openly ridiculed. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I see that people are giving you constructive criticism, but at the same time, I don't want to see you in a position to like be clowned or disrespected or made a spectacle of. That's just all I'm saying. And again, you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. But that's just my observation because you genuinely seem like a very, very nice person. So that's all.
I try to be, but but yeah, I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying, and you're right. That probably, or it wouldn't be, especially if I was trying to find love. It's not in my best interest. To put myself on blast like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, the reason, as far as when I was on Peso Man's show, for example, like it was just my way of interacting with women. I have this thing, or I should say, what should I say? It's one of those things, like, I think you and I can both agree, and DJ Torch, I think all three of us can agree, there is the issue with dating in America, period.
I mean, I'm not trying to get into all of that. It's not really about dating in America. I'm just talking about you. That's okay. All. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead with your point.
No, you're fine, man. I was just going to say, I just enjoy the engagement because I want to know why, especially given my failures, because I've never did understand, but I've always wanted to hear, yeah, you got to understand when I first started dating, it was in the days before social media. So, it was like you didn't hear from a woman's perspective. And now that you have social media, I can hear from women's perspective now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. And I just want to say one thing. I completely acknowledge that Darnell has gotten a lot of encouragement and help, Elaine. So if you're choosing to have selective hearing, I absolutely said that people are giving him great advice. But at the same time, I know he's been so open and vulnerable. At the same time, I don't want him to, be the subject of any ridicule because I have seen some people take little jabs at him. I'm not saying it was anybody here, but yes, I fully acknowledge that people are genuinely giving him great advice, and I'll just leave it at that. But go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead, everybody.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I mean, I've taken a lot of jabs, but I'm a big boy. I can take it. I've been I've been shot at with things you couldn't imagine. 107 millimeter.
I could never imagine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
107
again,
millimeter. I mean, have you ever had a rocket hurled at you and you just watch it?
No.
right. Well, yeah, maybe.
You
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that on a later date. Maybe we can. In fact, yeah, we'll talk later if you'd like. Maybe we can do another show where you can tell us about your situations and your upbringing, and maybe we can help you specifically with your dating situation. We'll even have a couple people come up to the panel later. Not this show, but another show.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the offer, DJ Torch. I appreciate the offer, but to be honest with you, you probably, as far as when it comes to helping me with dating anyway, you're probably wasting your time.
Well, aren't we all?
So, I know, right?
Right. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing this video. People want to see what's going on in this video, so I'm gonna play that. Here we go.
That's just.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, I just want to know why he had on a mask with his homeboy.
I don't know. They had a spa night. I don't know. Somebody say it's a gay couple.
How about this?
I agree.
Yeah, that was real interesting. Okay.
Not date black women. It's just that your preference is white women. Is that accurate? Or what's up?
Again, I look at life as business. I don't date. It's not because I don't date
black women.
I don't date black women because they black. It's not you can't answer because of that.
Do you date black women?
I date all women. White women understand business relationships easier than black people do. White women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not gonna understand it. I'm not a person that's only gonna be with one woman. I have multiple women in my life. They have to understand that there's multiple women in my life.
Now, you may ask yourself, why should we care what a very clearly piss-poor Pookie, borderline buck-broken bandit with bows in his hair says about black women? But I'm going to tell y'all why it's important. It's so important that we debunk these false narratives and expose them for the foolishness that they are every time they pop up. Because if we do that, I think eventually these Negroes will stop saying these things in public spaces for fear that they will be the next one to be exposed. Now let's begin. Now, if you listen to what he said that he doesn't date black women because white women understand business relationships better and white women understand teamwork, but then turns around in the same breath and shows that it isn't about teamwork at all, but it's about the willingness to accept sharing him with multiple women. And you know what? He unknowingly proved my point. I have said that the majority of black men that say they are against dating black women and they choose to exclusively date white women, it's only to use them. It's only to abuse them. It's only to get them to accept behavior or treatment that they know the black woman would not tolerate or would eventually have a major problem with. And in my opinion, I don't understand why more white women are not upset at this comparison. Why would you be happy with men that aren't even in your community telling you that you are the chosen option only because you will tolerate more disrespect and you will do that with a smile? Does the idea of being elevated and put on a pedestal over black women feel so good that you will ignore the fact that they are openly saying that they choose you because they think you are weaker? Because I don't care what type of pretty bow they try to put on it. That's exactly what they are saying. And I can guarantee you that almost every single solitary black woman that is living in the US has heard a black man that dates white women exclusively tell them that they choose white women because they can do their big one. They can get away with a lot and mistreat a white woman with little to no consequences from that woman. And that isn't jealousy or hatred from black women. It's just facts. And I actually feel bad for white women because I think some of them don't even know that, or maybe they do. I also want to talk about the culture of black male worship that we have in the black community. Because regardless if Black women want to admit it or not, we do have a culture of uplifting and catering to Black men, oftentimes even when those Black men have done nothing to deserve it. And this rapper here, Sauce Walka, is actually a perfect example of this. And before I get into it, I forgot. Let me tell y'all something,
Wait
okay?
a minute. Are those beads in his hair?
Hot pink beads.
What in the living hell? You see what I mean, Darnell? You got a chance, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, I mean, I ain't no rapper, but you know.
Hey, you don't have to be. In the house, Madison Goldman. In the house, Creative Solutions. In the house, TAM 2.0. In the house, we have Easy Money Jones. In the house, Wu Said It. In the house, Gemini. In the house, Black Women Rise. In the house, Act Natural Under Pressure. In the house, JD, Jay Daniels. Let's keep this going.
Me and my husband, we got forearm anime tattoos for my birthday. And this man right here, Sauce Walka, had actually popped up to talk to the artist that we got the tattoos from. And I saw this man in person. And let me tell y'all something. He looks even worse in person. Unattractive, petite. I'm not even about to get into it. And the fact that this buck broken bandit who was walking around looking like a real life stereotype of a Pookie with bobos and barrettes in his hair even has the audacity to say that he doesn't date Black women because there is something wrong with them is mind-boggling to say the least. Any Black woman with sense can look at this man and tell that they won't be treated well. Honestly. And this type of public slander, as I've said before, is unique to Black men. Only. No other race of men does this. No other group of men publicly put down and degrade their women to uplift other races of women. Now, the most common interracial marriage in the U.S. is an Asian American female with a white American male. Do you see white men on podcasts talking about how great Asian women are and they are so much better than white women? No, you don't. Not on any notable level, and you never will. Why? Because at the end of the day, white men care about their image to the world. And they realize that the image of their women is also connected to their image. Black men are the only racial group that is yet to make the connection that the image of their women also impacts their own image. It also affects how their masculinity is perceived. And of course, for the ones that will say that I'm generalizing, we know that this doesn't apply to all Black men, but let's keep it a stack. This is a huge problem in our community. And it's so frustrating to hear that Black men are not choosing Black women because they're not willing to tolerate mistreatment or a Negro having a million other women. It's so disgraceful. Like, I can't even tell y'all how ridiculous it is that we're having this conversation. And the fact that we don't have Black men coming out and tearing this dude apart and saying that he's dead wrong is another problem entirely. And you know what? It's crazy because they made 1 million podcasts.
You know, I don't think that women need to call men such as him out. I don't. And the reason being is because his image speaks for itself.
Right. Right. I agree. I mean, really, a rapper's image altogether it speaks for itself. There's nothing about, if a woman gets in a relationship with a rapper, you cannot think that he's going to be loyal or a good or even stable for you. You just know you're in it for the entertainment and leave it at that.
May I ask a question?
Wait,
Sure
let me
can.
read
Okay.
Wu's comment first.
Okay.
Wu
Go ahead.
said he was in a rap group in high school. They all went their separate ways, but he became a local rapper and then started pimping.
Oh my God. There we go.
Yeah, pimping is an issue here in Phoenix. That's a big problem. Well,
Go ahead.
But what my question was going to be, is that but here's the thing: why do you think, Black women are attracted to these types of guys. Like, I mean, like Nick Cannon, for example. Nick Cannon was not even
Sir, please
great of
don't
a
generalize.
rapper.
Sir, please don't generalize black women. If
I'm
you,
not
yes, you
generalizing
are by
black women.
saying why black women are attracted to him. It's a certain group of black women. All black women aren't attracted to these guys.
Well, if you just allow me to finish, I'm not generalizing black women. I'm just saying, like, Nick Cannon was not even that great of a rapper, in my opinion. He was like a one-hit wonder, in my opinion, but whatever. But he has like 20 kids by how many different women? You got guys like Future, Future. Let's face it, he treats women like crap. And I mean, the first couple I can understand. You didn't know exactly what you were getting into, but like Future himself has over 10 kids by 9, 10 different women. And I'm just wondering, why is that the case? Like, what makes these men attractive? Like I said, I have 0 kids. Now, I'm a loser. I admit it. I'm a loser when it comes to dating. But, how do these men have
Nick,
kids by
Tam,
these
as a
different
point
women?
of correction, Tam said only one of Nick Cannon's baby mothers is black.
I was not aware of that. I didn't know that.
Well, probably if you stop generalizing black women and just go ahead and do some research, you won't be snowed by what you think. You'll be able to say definitively what it actually is. And like I said before, you're asking about a particular type of black women. All black women are not attracted to him, so really, I don't even see the point of asking the question.
Well, you'll be surprised, but I mean, with my experience.
No, I wouldn't be. I'm a woman, and it's so funny to me that men love to tell women what they like and what they don't like. It's irritating. It's extremely irritating.
I'm not telling you what you like and you don't like. All I can see, is through my lenses, through what I experience. And like I said, I have lost to guys I've literally lost.
You've lost the people based on yourself. It has nothing to do with women. And this is a thing that men don't understand is your confidence says a lot about you to everyone, not just women, to everyone. There are men that can walk in a room. There are men that can walk in a room and command the attention of everybody in the room, not just women. So if you yourself or have this image that doesn't project well to anybody, that's on you. Mm-hmm. That's not on women. That's on you.
I don't blame women. Like I said, I mean, it is what it is. But we're in capitalism, free market economy.
Sir, you asked why they would choose someone else besides you. And I'm just telling you.
No, I didn't say besides me. Why do they choose?
You said you were losing to those type of guys. Did you not?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, then you said, why would they choose someone besides you? And I'm telling you.
No, it's not me. It's what I'm saying is that like these types of guys, I mean, let's face it. These types of guys are creating all the baby mamas, not me.
And it doesn't matter if you're not creating baby mamas, dude. Like, I'm serious. If you are talking about what women are attracted to, they're not attracted to you. And what a lot of guys don't understand is a lot of these women are attracted to men that they think they can take care of them and can protect them. And unfortunately, you just don't look like that type to women.
Yeah, hey, facts are facts. I mean,
but this is, and I don't want to create this thing where it's all about you. I would like to just continue on with the video. Go ahead, DJ.
Go ahead.
And a million response videos about Ebony K. Williams saying that she wouldn't date a bus driver. And she didn't even say a race. But black men took that personally, and so did the pygmies. But where is the protection for black women? Where are the people standing up and speaking out about this? Oh, okay. You'll never see it because no one cares about the black woman's image. But you know what? Sometimes they say that rejection is God's protection. And that's exactly what this is. Every black woman should be ecstatic that this man doesn't date them because he is definitely not the prize. But I digress. If y'all watch this whole video, please drop a 2 in the comments, and y'all already know why. Because what? This man is boo boo. Now, if you can't donate to my Cash App to help support the channel, then that's perfectly okay. If you could just do me a free favor and subscribe to my YouTube, the link is in the bio, hit the notification bell, and drop me a like. And I really, really want to know your thoughts on this, ladies. So please, as always, drop your comments and feelings down below.
All right, that was your triggered, and this is Bird and Bougie.
Extreme dustiness coming. This is your warning right now. If you have allergies, if you are at risk of asthma or emphysema, bronchitis, anything like that, this is your chance to walk away. Click this one off, scroll. Petty Hendricks says, Black women will not feed you in this generation, not even table scraps, but white women and other race of women will. This is what Petty Hendricks said. Black women will not feed you in this generation, not even table scraps. As men keep telling us that Black women are too masculine, I am trying to wrap my head around why Black women would need to feed any men. Why? And then why are you going to another race of women looking for food? Why? I know food, and I'm sure he's talking about something in a bigger sense, but why are you looking for women to support you? Huh? Petty Hendricks, why should women be supporting you? You got Kevin Samuels all in your background.
This is Petty Hendricks. He's not exactly the best looking guy in the world.
Stop
So
playing with me. He's not attractive at all.
Neither am I. Neither am I.
This is not about you. We already know what you feel about yourself. It's not about you. We're talking about
Ouch.
Petty right now.
Ouch.
Okay, so
wait a minute, Petty. Is that the guy married to Nicki Minaj?
I don't think so.
There's a guy, Petty something. He's married to Nicki Minaj.
Hold on 1 second. I'll look it up real quick.
No, that's not him. Can we finish playing the video? That's not him.
Okay, it's not him.
It's Kenneth Petty.
Kenneth Petty. Okay, I had
Obviously,
it.
you're a Kevin Samuels fan, but Kevin Samuels even said something about providing to men, but they don't hear these parts of the things. But that's Petty Hendricks and a blown up version of Petty Hendricks. So yes, this is the reason why I said that there was going to be extreme dustiness on the way. But I'm still just trying to wrap my head around why these people come to the internet and let everybody know that they have an expectation of women to support them.
In the house, Creative Solutions, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. So what are your thoughts so far?
My thought so far is what they speaking is the truth. Like they're just speaking from their experience and what's really going on right now. And I'm gonna just say that I just started back dating, and I only spent like 1 or 2 days, and I'm already about to give up already.
Oh man.
I'm so serious. I don't even want to do it anymore.
So what did you go out with the same person a couple times or a couple people and a couple times?
It's not even, I haven't even got to that stage. It's the conversations is just not there. Like these, DJ Torch, like I swear, like I don't even want to try anymore.
Okay. So did you actually get to the point where you could have a conversation with them on the phone, or did it just drop off before then?
So it's what is so sad is that the people who are working and who have the good jobs supposedly, they are the ones who can't hold a conversation or don't know how to interact. And then on the other side, you have some of the men who probably, they're not so the best option per se,
they're
when it comes to work wise and their work history, but they are the ones who could actually hold a conversation. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, I see. So what you're saying is that the guys who ain't about shit have that swag, and then the guys who don't have that swag are usually the ones that are hardworking. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's not even about
No,
swag. It's just
no. I don't think she's saying the hardworking men don't have swag.
Oh, well, let her speak. Let her speak. I want to hear
what
her
I'm
speak.
saying is that they don't. So the hardworking men, they don't know how to have a conversation. They don't know how to direct the conversation and go ask for a date or ask what they want. Like they just asking me. So I don't know. You tell me what you want to do.
So you're
What
speaking
is
about all hardworking men, creative?
No, just some of them, the ones that I have encountered so far. I feel like they're not confident in themselves. Like they don't in making choices.
You mean like Darnell? See, Darnell, and she's not even talking about you, but you see, you made a very good point, right?
Yes.
Well,
Confidence,
I
number
have
one.
to say, as far as I'm concerned, the hardworking men that I've encountered, I don't see this. I see a divergent, this dynamic diverging with different types of people and different types of circumstances. So I've seen a lot of hardworking men that do have machismo, that are capable of holding a conversation, that have plenty of swag, and I see other people in very specific areas of employment that don't have that swag, that aren't capable of holding a conversation with women. So I see different dynamics depending upon where the person is coming from, geographically, what their family situation was, what their situation was, and how they feel about themselves. So for me, it doesn't have anything to do with hardworking, because there are plenty of hardworking men that have great character and they're charismatic. So just depends on you.
Well, I have a question for the lady that had just said that about her. The thing is, so you notice that men that don't have, or they're not necessarily. You said it yourself. They're not exactly the cream of the crop men, the best men. But they have. I'm assuming you meant they have swag, they have character, they know how to carry a conversation, they know how to entice a woman. Correct?
They know how to be normal.
What can you define normal for me, please?
What I mean is normal is that like they can relate to everyday life. Like they can hold a conversation about like the food, like working out, like going to different places.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to a car dealership?
Yes.
No, so you know what a car salesman does, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean they basically they tell you whatever it is you want to hear. They're really scamming you, but they tell you what it is you want to hear, and they rip you off. Like I hate car salesmen. If it's one thing I do hate, I hate mechanics and car salesmen. But they tell you what you want to hear, and that's what I think. A lot of men, the type of men that you're describing, they're like car salesmen. They're just selling you a dream, and at the end of the day, it turns into a nightmare.
Yeah, I guess you can say that, but the ones who have the jobs and stuff, they're not even trying to have conversations. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
Where are you meeting men? I mean, what type of jobs are you talking about? Where are you meeting men that they don't want to hold a conversation?
It's not that they don't want to hold it, it's that I don't think they know how to hold it or how to keep it going.
What demographic of men? Essentially, like what type of men are you talking about? What type of occupations are you talking about?
So far I've been just doing online, testing the scopes. And some of them, well, this is what they claim. I don't know how true it is because these people just be lying. But well, some of them like military,
And all of
mil-
these, you say, I just want to make sure I'm understanding. All of these are online?
well, some of them are online.
Okay.
Yeah.
And go on.
Some of them are online, and they don't know what questions to ask or to keep the conversation going. And that's about it.
Well, men, I'm not gonna lie to you. Men, we are in general, us as men, and DJ Torch, feel free to disagree with me if you like. But would you agree with me, DJ Torch, that us as men, women run circles around us socially? I mean, we are not as social as women are.
I wouldn't say that in a general sense. I know that there are some men that, that would be the case, but there are some men that are, the player types, the socialite types that they just either naturally have that swag where they attract women or they've acquired it somehow. And, they know how to manipulate a situation and a human being. So I can't say that. I would say that there's a community of men that, get, run around in circles, but I wouldn't say it's all in general. I would say that women, if we're talking in general, women are slightly more social than men, but that's just because men were competitive and men are more competitive. Therefore, we keep more secrets, if you know what I mean. So, that's pretty much what's going down.
Well, so I have a younger sister, about 9. Yeah, she's 9 years younger than me. She has a spending problem. And I tried to help her and things of that nature. Anyway, long story short, socially, I ain't gonna lie, my little sister ran circles around my ugly, dumb black ass. Speaking, even though she sounds, I ain't gonna lie, she sounded dumb as hell.
When you say run circles, let's define that. What do you mean exactly?
She could speak better than I could.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though what I said made sense, what she said did not make sense.
Would you say she was more articulate?
My opinion, I ain't gonna lie, I think she was stupid, but she just, you know how when people, what do you call it? When they're arrogant, people that are trying to project something, they're
so when you say she's running circles around you, are you saying that she gets the word in on you, or are you saying that?
Yes, she gets the word in on me.
Okay.
Before I can even finish.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the video going. Hold on. Here we go.
But this is in a Kevin Samuels group, so I am sure that most of us knew to expect some extreme degeneracy, and our expectation has been met. Anyways, y'all go ahead and tell me what you think. Jump in the comments. Let's just laugh together. And if you do have an allergy, I apologize.
That's Bourbon Bougie talking about the Dusties in the house. Let's keep this going. I'm going to kick out some shout outs. We got Act Natural Under Pressure in the house. Eric Archer in the house. Aileen is in the house. Gemini's in the house. Marvel is in the house. 13 Crystals is in the house. What a cool name. Miss RV is in the house. Black Women Rise is in the house. King Lucifer is in the house. Siobhan is in the house. Welcome, Siobhan, the queen of knowledge, by the way. Let's keep this going. Oh, Wu said it's in the house. Urbanista is in the house. The Urbanista is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's keep this going. This is from A Piece of My Mind. A piece of my mind. Damn, I sound good.
This is so damn sad, man.
I'm so sick of this shit, man. I'm so sick of this shit, man. Black women are the only group and race of women that puts down and try to shame their men that you all claim to love, by using gay as a derogatory term. Just because I said something to her that she...
This, I had to, sorry, I had to stop it. And I'll tell you why. Not only black men, but black men in general use the word gay 20 times more than black women use the word gay. Gay is the most common derogatory word used by men in general, but especially black men, ever. If you go, women don't say, "Oh, look, oh, that's gay." They don't say that. Black women don't say that, which means that's gay per se. What they mean is that's stupid. Men do it all the time, and it gets worse. Then they use that no H word, when they're talking about no BS. Okay, this guy off the gate. This guy is wrong already.
Yeah, you're right. We do that. We do that. But I ain't gonna lie though. I had an ex-fiance that she thought I was gay. My first ex-fiance. She thought I was gay because I listened to Prince.
Because what?
I listened to Prince. I like Prince. I listen to Prince. I'm a Prince fan. The singer Prince.
Okay. Yeah, Prince. Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. There's a lot of gay men walking around because Prince was like the shit back in the day.
He sure was. Bro, that fucking boy, that music.
Okay, there was some. There was something wrong with her. She was opinionated. Let me welcome Easy 88 to the stage. How you doing, Easy 88?
Good evening. You can hear me. I was trying to change my I had it live, but I don't know. It kept on kicking me out. What's going on?
Hey, doing good. We didn't kick you out. My buttons are off the keyboard right now.
I didn't. That was my fault. I hit the refresh button. It's all good though. What are we talking about?
We're looking at the Vizio. Well, we've been the subject is as the desk turns, which we're going over. Basically the situation and dating situations and how men kind of have their dusty ways, and we're going through that. And then women, we're going over that about the relationships with women. We're going over a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Did you have anything you wanted to say?
I'm just tuning in right now.
Okay.
I see this a lot. It's because this dating stuff is all over my YouTube algorithm. So I kind of chime in from time to time on different topics. I was on Peso Man. I think a Peso Man channel about a couple weeks ago talking about Passport Pro things and all that. So, and some of them other guys. So that's all you see on YouTube these days. So I just try to chime in when I feel like I can chime in. That's all.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I appreciate your time. I'll play more of this video, and we'll if it strikes a nerve, just let us know. We stop it from time to time.
Didn't like, just because I made some content that she didn't agree with or didn't like, come out the closet, boy, my boy. And she's just one of them. And this is why I stopped dating black women. Yes, y'all are hearing it first, man. I'm so sorry. I date non-black chicks, man. White women don't talk to their white men like this.
Oh, I'm laughing because I grew up in a white neighborhood, and he couldn't be so far. He couldn't be.
Exactly. Like, these people have never been in proximity to whiteness, immersed in it, like fully immersed, full time. If they don't understand that white women talk crazy to anybody, and he said white women don't talk to their white men like that. So does she talk to you like that as a black man? See,
right?
You see, like they can't conceptualize that it's them, it's you. It's not.
You know what it is? I call it the WSS, the white savior syndrome. It's basically they these are the guys that need to work on themselves a little bit or a little bit weak-minded or something. And instead of working on themselves, they want to blame somebody else.
Yeah,
And
everything is outside of them. Everything is happening outside of them. And it's as though they've placed themselves in this bubble where everything goes on around and they're not affecting anything around them at all.
Right.
Although it's them. When you put yourself in the middle of other people don't have a problem, but you do. So it has to be you. You're the common denominator.
He
Exactly.
said he said white women don't talk to men. They're men like what did the black girl tell him? What did she say
It's
to
on
him?
the screen. Come out of the closet, my boy. I promise you'll still be irrelevant.
That is that somebody he's in a relationship with, or just like a regular person?
It just looks like a comment that was made to him.
Yeah, I mean, play devil's advocate. I don't really see like even on the internet, I don't really see like in real life too. I don't really see like white women calling their men broke, dusty, fat, gay, ugly, and all them nasty names that black women call their children and the men in relationships with just random dudes on the street.
Wait. Everybody stop. Everybody stop.
Go
The
ahead.
reason why is because black women Caucasian women, they use different terminology.
No, I want to clarify. You said they're calling their children these things?
Yeah, I've heard, like, even in my family, I've heard my like cousins and aunts call their kids faggots and ugly and all type of nasty names. Just they don't have that type of level of negativity towards their like offspring and the men.
So
you can barely see.
Let me
Hold on.
Let me ask you this question. How
Go
many
ahead.
white families have you been around?
Well, I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina.
And
It's
how
like
many white families have you been around?
a lot. Like, let me see. Enough to know and see with my own eyes, because I grew up like in a little mixed neighborhood,
Okay,
like a
so
working class. Hold on,
so
like working class. Everybody had two parents. It's like, say
so
50
did
homes. It's
white
like
kids
20.
here?
Huh?
Did white kids here? Your family members say this to their children? Yeah,
Did white kids hear my
family.
no?
Huh?
No, I'm just saying, like, when
No.
I'm talking, like,
I'm asking you for a reason. So did the white kids hear your family members talk this way to the children?
in certain it's like we had like a party at like a pool or something, and it'd be like a white what do you call it, lifeguard, or like we had like a basketball game and had like white mentors. They would hear little things here and there. Yes, so
So
it has been. Go ahead.
it wouldn't be something that they heard every time that they were around your black family members.
Not every single time,
Okay,
but
so the
enough
point
time.
being is that most people don't air their laundry out in front of other people.
We do, though, as black people. We do.
Most people, including black people, don't sit and talk a specific way in front of other demographics of people. So normally you're on your best behavior when company is around. Essentially.
Okay, look at this. Now look at the internet. These are not fake people. These are not computers, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse. Now, do you see the way we talk to each other for the whole world to see? Do you actually see that?
I see the way that certain
Only
people,
us. We only group.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no, it's not only us. So how many of those channels have you been to? How many other demographics people's channels have you been to?
Man, I've been on the internet since like
I
2000.
didn't ask you that, sir. I just asked you how many other. So you've never encountered where white men talked about white women a specific way, or white women talked about white men a specific way. You've never seen that.
It's not on. You don't see it on the internet. Period. At all. You don't.
Sir, you
don't
don't see it on the internet. Just say
ma'am.
you haven't
Okay.
seen
All
it.
right. We got to.
Well, ma'am, let me ask you a question. Have you seen it
I'm
on?
talking.
Is she getting
Go
kind
ahead.
of? Yeah, I don't want to get. I don't want people getting
What I'm
emotional and
saying,
mad at
what
the
I'm
truth.
saying is that you guys are talking about. Wait,
It's no
You
matter
guys
what I
are
say,
you
she gonna
guys are
keep going.
specifically talking about how black women talk to black men. You're not talking about how black men talk to black women, and then you're making this claim as though no other demographic of people is doing this.
I
So I'm
said we.
asking you, wait. So I'm asking you questions so that I can know what you've been immersed in and where you're
Okay.
making this claim and where the claim is coming from. That's all I'm
Okay.
doing.
Can
So
I can I go now?
if you can't handle me asking those questions, that's a different thing. I want to
Okay.
welcome Urbanista to the stage and Camo to the stage.
Hey, I
All right.
wanted to say
Can, can,
something
can, can I
real
can I
quick.
respond? Hold on. Can
Can
I
I say something
respond?
real quick before you respond, and you can respond to it all together? You mentioning what white women do with their men, which you're not correct at all, and with their children, which you're not correct, because my husband's mother is white and he don't know her because she gave him up, and my black mother also took care of many white women children. The next thing that I want to say is y'all always talking about what white women do with white men, but you don't talk about how white women treat you. How they're spitting in your face and calling you the N-word and taking your life. So the way that white women treat other men has nothing to do with you. Am I right?
No, you're not. But let me
I
respond
think
to all
okay.
let
I
me
think the other
respond.
thing that's really interesting to me is in the world of post Trumpism. It's very interesting that we're hearing, from you that white people are not displaying negative behavior and negative talking points on the internet when that is what we are inundated with day after day after day. But I
About
find it really fascinating that, and maybe it's because a hit dog will holler, but I find it very fascinating that you didn't talk about those points, but you do want to focus on the
okay.
negativity that you're hearing from black men and black women.
Okay, and I'm gonna say it again, like I was before she had the first girl, not you, girl before you, girl before her. I said specifically.
I'm a woman.
With,
I'm not a
okay,
girl.
a woman. I'm sorry. I specifically said I got my first social media account, Facebook, 2010 or something like that. Now, since 2010 January up until today, 2023, I said specifically, black people, men and women, we the only race.
You didn't say men and women, sir. You said black
Okay,
women. That's what you
okay.
said.
No, I said the part about black
No,
women.
you said black women.
Okay, you gotta let me. No, I'm sorry for making a mistake.
No, I'm gonna correct you when you lie,
Okay, I'm
so that you
sorry.
can answer the question correctly. So
Okay,
like, make
this
sure
is
you
what.
answer the question when you respond. Make sure
Oh
you
my
respond
God.
to exactly what you said.
Okay, I'm
Man,
gonna
just
say.
let him
Okay,
speak, please.
I'm gonna say
Let
it
him finish
again.
his point.
Yeah, I'm saying. Okay, the part what I said about black women, about talking crazy to their kids, calling their kids names. I said specifically, yes. We've all seen black women, and a girl asked me where, and I told her there's certain instances I
Sir, if
can't
you
name.
call me
I'm not.
girl one more time, I'm gonna kick you off this
Oh,
panel.
okay. The woman said I told her give her specifics. I'm not gonna say their name every time, and then I pivoted to the other point that I was making. That was half of it when I was saying, as a group of people, we're the only one who sit on every social media platform and air our dirty laundries out, or every type of negative word, phrases, fighting. We're the only race of people who do that.
Okay,
Big,
I'm
small.
Again,
Every
I think this is
stereotype,
your.
every
Hi, I'm sorry.
stereotype in the
I
world
just wanted to
is
say
is
something.
Wait,
actually
everybody,
worse.
everybody, stop.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was saying
wait,
every stereotype.
easy. You made your
I'm done.
statement. Let
All
our
right.
urbanista reply.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I think this
Is
is
it
your
clear? Was I clear though? Was I clear?
Yes,
yeah,
you
but I
were.
think this
Okay.
is
All
your
right. Thank you. Thank you.
perception because it sounds like
All right.
you are a part of a lot of black spaces. And that was I think the point that Gemini was trying to ask you questions and get you to rationalize. The fact that
Y'all
you are
kept yelling
in
though. I couldn't talk.
No.
Y'all kept yelling.
Let her finish.
the fact that you are in several black spaces. You just admitted earlier that you were on Peso's channel and now you came to this channel because this is a part of your algorithm. So what it sounds like to me is you are picking spaces, right, where you are getting those type of messages, because there are also very positive messages that are coming out from Black people as well too, and there are also negative messages that are coming out from other cultures. So if you spend time, sir, with other cultures, you will see that other cultures also have toxic behavior as well too. It's not just a Black thing, it is a people thing.
No,
Can I?
when I finished, somebody was going to chime in. I don't know if it was in my defense
I
of what
wanna.
because
Wait,
y'all
wait,
making
Tam,
this.
Tam,
You
Tam,
got
wait
you
just
guys.
a second. Sir, did you even hear what she said?
I did, but I was saying somebody
Okay,
else was going to
then go
chime in,
ahead,
but y'all
Tam.
kept on
Go ahead,
yelling.
Tam.
He let him just like live in his white dream, as most of them do, because
I
this is what they do. They live in
I
a white dream where
I
when Black men don't really be around white people like that, they have this false sense of reality of what white women is, and some type of fantasy of how they behave, which is not true. So I don't think that there's any thing that you can say here that's going to change his white fantasy.
mean, it's not a fantasy. It's called reality.
No, it's not a reality.
Well,
Wait,
it's
wait,
your
wait, 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 wait.
reality.
Everybody,
It's
everybody,
not
everybody
everybody's
stop.
life's
Everybody stop.
reality.
Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Oh my God, what the hell is that?
Yeah, what
Okay,
is
I
that?
Okay.
wanna.
Okay, let Tam speak.
I want to say something to the gentleman. I think is your name Easy88?
Yeah.
Okay, Easy.
Mhm.
Okay, so I want to ask you a few questions. Have you ever read a Child Called It?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever read They Cage the Animals at Night? Both books. Have you read either one of them?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'm just simply suggesting read both of those books, both memoirs, both based on true stories. Both of the subjects are white, and they suffered a lot of abuse in their childhood.
Okay, you
So,
say that to
sir,
say
if you're
what?
trying, so I'm sorry.
You saying this to say what? So what's that going to when I read these books?
I'm
What's going
about
to
to.
happen?
Please don't get condescending with me. I'm about
No,
to explain my point.
oh,
So
I
don't
thought you
try
was
to feel
done. My
like
fault. My
it's like you're
fault.
in a hurry to try to get in front of what you think I want to say. Just let me finish my point. I'm going somewhere with this. I feel like you're implying that it's only Black people or only Black women or Black men that are abusive to their children. I'm here to tell you that's absolutely not true, because there's a lot of white people, Asian people too, and Hispanic people too, at that, who are abusive to their children. If you know what the term tiger mom means, you could look that up later on your own time. I've seen white women call their daughters bitch. Their daughter can be as young as 6 or 7 years old, and they're calling them bitch. So for you to sit here and
Is it on the
insult
internet
everybody,
though?
what?
Is it? I'm talking about the internet stuff. That's for the world to see. Specifically, I
For the
said
world to
internet.
see. So you think white people are all perfect on the internet
No,
and they don't
I
show
didn't
their
say that.
ass?
I didn't say that.
Do you
Saying
have
something
any
Sir, yes, you
different.
are.
evidence?
That's what you're
You didn't.
essentially saying, sir. Do you not hear yourself?
I specifically said everything I talked about was on every social media platform. I said it 3 times.
Can I say something, please?
We the only
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Andre.
Can
Go
I,
ahead.
say-
No,
can I,
wait. Let Tam finish.
oh,
Let
okay.
Tam finish.
Okay.
Tam, go
So
ahead.
okay, so you know what? If I'm mistaken, I'll own that. Are you trying to say that it's only Black people who are openly abusive to their kids on the internet or in general?
No, I didn't say only. I said we're the only race. We do it more than
Oh Lord,
everybody else. That's what I said.
sir, you're
If
Now,
you
if
you
every
I
you
just think
every
we're better.
you're literally
I think black people are better
every
just
literally
in
Wait,
every
okay.
social media platform. Of course it's going to be a couple
Sir,
here
you
and
just
there, but not
said
in
sir.
mass numbers.
Sir,
wait, he just completely said only Black women. You said only Black people sometimes on social media.
I said every social media platform you see all day Black people being negative towards each other, and I was talking about like abusing kids,
so now
calling
it's a
kids every
so you think
everything.
the
No,
white
no, no,
people
no.
don't do that on the internet at all? You think absolutely
Every
no white
listen.
people do that on the internet?
Everything I'm saying, you can look it up yourself and just type
I
in
didn't.
what I'm saying.
Sir, can you
It'll
just
come up.
answer
It'll
my
be thousands
question?
of videos. It'll be
Sir,
thousands of videos.
Oh my
can you just
God.
answer my question? So are you
Huh?
saying right now, today, in the year 2023,
Somebody got
June
muted. Mic. I
20th,
hear static. I hear static.
are you
I can't hear you, ma'am. So I
are
hear
you
static in the
saying
background.
are you saying
Uh-huh.
that you have seen absolutely positively no white people whatsoever on the internet abusing each other or their kids? You absolutely have never seen that on the internet at all.
No, I hadn't said that. I've seen it a couple of times. here and there.
Can I
But
ask
when
a
you do it
question,
more,
please?
when you do it, okay,
Just
okay, is that
I need to
is that a
ask you a
fair
question on
answer?
top of Tam's question, real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, how many white spaces do you visit on the internet versus
Like
black spaces?
I got my subscriptions are like half and half. Like I do like I visit a lot of intellectual white spaces, intellectual like I got like pilot channels, like the
How
finance
about
channel.
relationship? I'm sorry, talking relationship.
Yeah, I do like I got like a few subscribe to a few white relationship channels too, men and women.
Okay, and how many black relationship channels do you subscribe to?
Of course, I'm black. It's probably gonna be like a little bit more, probably like 60-40, like that, you know. Because I'm
Okay,
more concerned
so
about black people because I'm a black person. So of course you're gonna be
okay, so
subscribed
but
more to your own
no,
people,
I guess the
right?
point I'm trying to make is this: is
Uh-huh.
that it sounds like you're exposing yourself to more black relationships than Caucasian relationships. Do you date black or white Caucasian
I
women?
just said 60-40, sir. Is that not
No,
fair enough?
did you just hear what I just said? I asked you who you date the most.
Mostly black.
Okay, then why did you just interrupt me and say I just said 60-40 when you
Because
don't
you're
date?
saying
No,
No,
you're
because
missing.
you're not
You're not
you're
keeping
asking
up.
about watching
You're not
because you're
keeping
not
up.
listening. You're listening only to respond. You're not
No, because
listening
he's
to what
asking two
people are saying.
questions. He asked
Sir,
me.
you're a waste of time. No, we're not going to do this. No, my nerves not working.
You said he's
No, we're not
asking
doing
two
that.
questions. Okay, DJ Torch, make it very, very easy for him. Ask him a question at a time.
My nerves
Okay.
not set right for this type of environment because all he's doing is making the same statements over and over again, and he's not listening to what people are asking him to get clarification on what he's actually saying. He just wanted to get up to here and be contrary to anybody who said anything. So no.
Right. I'd just like to add something in reference to, I believe his sentiment was to make a statement that Caucasian people don't air their dirty laundry out in public as much as African Americans do. And that's not true. You have to live in those white spaces exclusively to see what they do. But like I did back in the early 70s. I know it's a long time ago, but things have only gotten more social, as I should say. But oh man, I knew exactly what was going on with everybody in my neighborhood. I knew what was going on exactly with everybody in my city. And if you you can't you just can't visit let's say a Caucasian space on the internet and see what you want to see. If you want to see some Caucasian men talking salt about Caucasian women, you can find that. Just go to what's called pickup artist websites. That's all they do. It's basically like Red Pill, but exclusively for mostly Caucasian people. That's what they call it, pickup artists, because they're picking up women.
You know what's
And-
completely disingenuous is for people like that to come on the panel and talk as though what LaQuinto Fox said, white people were the crust of reality TV. Like, I mean, quit playing with me. Italians talk to their kids crazy.
Okay, let's let
I don't even understand.
Andre speak. He hasn't spoken yet.
Yeah, I don't understand why we're on here talking to this person as if what he's saying is anywhere drenched in reality, anybody's reality. If you haven't been around enough of them personally, because he's talking about on the internet, he's not talking about personally. So you don't go into spaces where they do this, and then you're talking about the internet. I don't understand why people can't talk about their own reality as opposed to always talking about the internet. Go ahead, Andre.
First and foremost, I wanted to say hello to everybody. I've been going in and out, so if anybody was like talking to me or was saying hello to me, I was probably half asleep. I apologize, but he kept on saying the internet and the internet, the internet, internet. Doesn't he know that the internet isn't the most trusted place to go for information? to just say, "Oh well, I went on the internet and I saw this." First of all, you're looking. That's what you're looking for. You're in spaces looking for those type of things. You're searching for those types of things. So you're not really, oh, black men and black women are the only people that talk down to each other. No, I've been in a lot of other spaces. They a lot of white people, a lot of black people, a lot of what was it? A lot of Latino people. They talk to each other like dogs. You just gotta go and search for the right spaces. So when he's talking about the internet, one thing, the internet's not really a place where you're gonna get honest opinions because everything is revolved around a facade. It's revolved around a fake viewing point. Why you think people come on here, that dudes come on here and they say the exact same viewing points over red pill viewing points over and over and over and over again? Like they keep saying it. They keep saying the same speaking points. Or they say, "Oh, I make 6 figures a year." That like you seen how many people men from the red pill I've seen say black men say I make 6 figures a year, and I'm like, well, if you were making 6 figures a year, the black community would be in a good place right now. So you can't like lie and hype that up and say you make like 10 figures a year or something like that. I'm gonna hype myself up, but you can't literally take everything you see on social media for granted. And plus, you're looking at different places, and you're looking for trouble. You're looking for places that will show a negative view on people, on black people especially. So he needs to cut that out. Seriously, now.
All right.
That's all I gotta say.
All
Oh
right,
my goodness.
Urbanista. Let's let Urbanista talk for one moment, and then we can go back to Easy.
No, I agree. I just really wanted to go back to the point that you made towards which is the fact that we have to be careful about the things that we watch and that we click on from a social media standpoint, because there is an algorithm out there that presents you with certain videos, certain things based on what you click on, what you like, and what you watch. So if he's seeing these kind of things, it's because he is watching toxic spaces. A lot of times, people will blame even the people they hang around and they're saying, oh, well, this person's so negative, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you hang out with negative people and you're in, I'm not trying to be funny or classes, but gutter spaces, then obviously you're going to get those type of people. So I recommend that he steps up the things that he's watching, and he steps up the environments that he's in.
Got it. I think we lost Mike. Okay. Let me continue with this video here, and then we're going to go on to the next one.
Latin women don't talk to their Latin men like this. Asian women don't talk to their Asian men like this. And Middle Eastern, Indian women, please. White women wouldn't have a job on Monday morning. But y'all claim to love black men so much, but as soon as we say something y'all don't agree with, we're gay, come out the closet, queens, all of that shit. I'm so sick of it, and that's why I'm done dating y'all, man. Y'all make me sick with this shit, and this is one of the reasons why. Make no sense, man. Y'all get on my damn last nerve, man.
So anyway, basically, it sounds like to me that that gentleman had some issues. It sounds like to me he has this issue with something within himself, because as we've been gone over before, you can catch heat from any race of woman. And it sounded like to me he was taking stuff too personal, especially if it's on the internet. I would never make a video about something that made me mad on the internet. I just wouldn't.
Now I got a question, DJ Charge, about that video.
Sure.
Now, how many guys you see talking like that every day? I'm just asking you.
About guys like that every day?
Yeah, this is like
You know what
on a
channel?
weekly.
You know what channel this is, right?
No, I
That's all
don't.
we talk. That's all we talk about.
I'm asking. Take him out of it. He's just one person. If I
Well,
can
In
go ahead.
reality, DJ, in reality, how many men do you hear?
okay.
talking about this?
Okay, are you talking? That's a good question. If you mean in reality and not on YouTube, right? Zero.
You can do both. You can do the internet and real life.
Well, see, you have to understand.
All that's the
I'm
same
in,
thing. I mean,
but
these are not
but
fake.
no,
That's not
no,
a fake
easy,
person.
easy. It's not, because you want to know why? I go to those spaces where men complain.
Okay.
I go to them. I go to all the Kevin Samuels channels. I go to Obsidian. I go to Melanie King. I go to Chantel Simone. I go to the Passport Bros. I go where they all complain. That's all they do. So that's why I'm saying you can't really. It's really kind of like, I know you're trying to make an argument on it. Well, how much have
No,
you
I'm
been
not.
exposed to it?
I'm asking a question. That's all.
Right.
I'm just asking a question.
Got it. But you see my point. It's like that's where I go. It's like if I was a fireman, I'm walking in the fire. So if you were to ask ask me in general in real life, zero. Facebook, let's go to Facebook, because that's kind of like a compromise. I'm not as exposed there. Okay. Facebook, I would say maybe one or two guys I notice every month, maybe, and that's about it. Otherwise, everybody's talking about their families, or everybody's talking about the last club they went to, or everybody's talking about some new track that was dropped, or everybody's talking about some kind of movie that came out. That's where I'm coming from. Camo?
Hey, I'm here. What's up?
Hey,
It's my time to
I
speak?
just saw you drop in. Yeah, you can speak.
Oh. Oh no, I just wanted to say, I don't understand where these men get these. Well, I know where it comes from. It's something that always been there. I think there is a lot of Black men that for a very long time, ever since slavery, wanted to be in a position of white men, I guess, to feel that kind of privilege, especially from white women. So therefore they worship white women, and white men have, put their women on a pedestal. White men have, basically established a place in the world where their women is looked at a certain way as well, because them as men do what needs to be done. So therefore these men, and it's not just Black men, it's men. Most men have some type of fetish for white women. Why I don't know. But the problem is that the lies to say that, well, these women is not cussing. The Asian women, the Indian women, the Latin women, and the white women will cuss their men out. In fact, Black women probably accept the most out of all groups of women. That's why Black men act like this.
Yeah. Let's get
And I know they haven't been around.
I mean, Darnell himself said that he went. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No.
Yep.
I was just agreeing and saying that I know these people haven't been around.
Darnell himself said that he went to Brazil and a girl smiled at him, and that was to smile. Black women could never in America. Black men are mad that we go to work and just want you to pay bills. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. But as far as what he said, I'm gonna tell you this: Black men have ran Black women name through the mud. And every time you say something, one of us is going to respond, whether you like it or not. And we're not going to talk about your hair and your dread wigs and your Sharpie beards that y'all have. We're gonna talk serious facts, like your socio-economic status in America, and it's gonna hurt your feelings, and to the point where you're just gonna stop doing that. Just leave us alone.
You said Black men have ran the name into the mud, right? That's what you just said, right?
Yes. For centuries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's before the internet and post-internet, right?
Prior to the internet, yeah. When they was pimping us and before, yes.
Oh, you said what, pimping?
Before
Pimping, yes,
that, even
pimping.
before that.
And before
Okay.
that.
And
And
but
after slavery, when they was making songs about our nappy hair, that era too.
I got
What's
you.
wrong with
Okay,
nappy
now
hair?
now that brings
I
up
got
another
nappy
point.
hair.
Yeah, that brings
I'm
up
not.
another
That's not
point.
the point. Then if that's the case, then make songs about your nappy hair.
Yeah, that's another point I wanted to make real quick. I'm gonna let somebody else talk. It's this like preconceived notion that this stereotype about black women and calling names started, during social media, and I think it's been like that, like you said, yeah. First, it was like the white men calling you welfare queens and all that, and then when the internet came about, you had the black men. We weren't allowed to say anything um, for a long time, and now
Wait, what do you
you
mean?
have these.
Wait,
Oh,
To be honest with you,
Camo, wait, Camo,
Ronald
wait,
Reagan got a
Camo,
welfare
Camo,
queen from a black man.
wait a
no,
minute, Camo.
No, that came from Ronald
Please
Reagan.
stop talking.
Ronald Reagan got that from a black man.
Wait a
who?
minute. Wait. So you're saying what? What were you saying? 88? I don't remember the
I
first
was
part.
saying about like the stereotypes about the names and stuff. Like, I was born in the '80s, so
You said black men weren't able to say anything. What do you mean?
yeah. I'm saying like you got people act like this is like a new phenomenon of like black women bashing and messing up black women's image, but black men never had like a any type of media outside of
Okay, so
social media.
music was not media.
Well, music was what those guys were actually living, the actual lifestyles
Okay, so
that they
when
were
they were
living.
making the music being derogatory towards black women, you're saying what about that?
I'm saying that most of that stuff was true that they were saying.
Oh,
That
so
because they
most
were
of the
living
stuff
that
that
life.
black men said about black women was true when they were making the music. So calling
You talk
them
about gangster rap and all that.
bees, calling
Yeah,
them whores, talking about them out of their names,
yeah.
saying that they were ghetto, all those types of derogatory things, talking about sex and how they wanted to abuse the black women sexually. All that stuff was true, is what you're saying.
Now, black music has always been like a reflection of how we lived our lives, like historically, even like during Motown
No.
days.
It's a reflection of how black men
Yes,
saw living life. It's
yeah,
a
it's
reflection of how black men wanted to live life.
no that.
Black women were not making music like that.
No, I'm saying the black men, if they implied the women, it's the women that it was real life. The women that was in the movies and you seen on the rap videos, that was like a reflection of the real life. That's what they were doing. It was art reflected life. That's
So
what it was.
you're saying that black women had
Not
control.
every last person, of course, but I'm just saying
Okay,
that there was just enough.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
trying to understand what you're saying, sir. So
Yeah,
you're
like
saying,
Uncle Luke and all that stuff. Go
sir,
ahead.
I'm trying to get what you're saying so that we can make it clear. Make your point clear, because I don't want to misunderstand you and go somewhere where you weren't trying to go. Can we do that?
Go ahead.
So what you're saying is everything that was representative on television and in music was reality?
Not 100%, but rap music only represented like a small group of people. But most of the stuff that the guys were saying, not 100%. Like everybody I wasn't a gangster, wasn't a big time drug dealer, had all the holes and all that. I'm just saying, but
Wait,
most of that stuff was a
interrupt you?
reflection.
Do you know that rap music, the rap genre is not only in the black community at the most highest in sales, but in our community, it's basically it's a part of our culture.
Yeah, but like I said earlier,
And it's not
music for
just a
black
few. Well,
people.
you said not just for a few people. Sorry to interrupt you, but you can't just say just a few people. If you ask 10 black men in the mid 30s what their favorite music is, 8 are going to say hip hop.
Hip hop wasn't born back then, sir. You had like that. We talking about a different time, sir. Hip hop didn't come about to like the late '70s, early '80s, in the '90s. And beyond.
So what era are you talking about?
I'm
What
talking
era?
about. Like I said, I was born in '80s, so I'm talking recent. I'm talking about like the crack, and all that gangster rap and 2 Live Crew stuff. Though that was a reflection of how those guys were living, and they put it out there for the world to see. And they had the parental advisory sticker, buy at your own risk. But this is what we live in. These are the women we dealing with. This is the lifestyle we're living. And it was almost damn near 100% true about the way they were living and the women they were dealing with.
Was
and
it though?
The women took part in it though. I mean, they've been up there shaking and dancing to it too. So it's not like the women were against it. Am I correct?
No, you're not. But
I don't know. I don't know.
Sir, Please stop.
Man.
Let's welcome Claudette and Camo. TK dropped off. Claudette.
Yes.
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Claudette.
No, I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
I'm just really baffled. I'm really baffled by this, by your whole conversation, 88. I'm just really extremely baffled.
What are you
because
baffled about?
You keep going, you keep bouncing in between reality, you keep bouncing in between errors. Like you're saying that rap wasn't influential back then, and then you start talking about when rap was influential. Like I don't even know where you are in the atmosphere. Like, where are we?
I mean, I don't know how it's hard for you to understand what I just said. You're the only one who said you didn't comprehend and understand what I just said. I just laid it out for you.
No,
You can
sir,
look
I'm
this
the
stuff
only
up
one
on your
bold
own.
enough
It's
to
not
say
hard to
it.
I
look it
didn't
up.
either because I thought you were talking
I don't
about you
understand what
mentioned
he's
hip
saying
hop.
either.
Yeah. Basically, the thing is this: you mentioned hip hop, and then when I told you, and when I corrected you and said that hip hop was very influential, after you said only a few people were listening to it, then you said, "Well, how is that?" Then you went back and said, "Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not done yet."
You're saying
Then
something
you
what's
said,
wrong.
"Did you say I'm not done yet?" What I'm saying is that then you said, "So how? What does that have to do with the rap hip hop didn't start until the mid 70s, late 80s, or the early 70s, late 80s?" And I'm like, "What the hell? We were just talking about hip hop." You see what I'm saying?
1930s, sir. You said
No,
something.
I didn't say that. What are you talking about?
No,
1930s for?
Camo said 1930s men were making songs about black women's nappy hair.
They surely did.
What's the name of it?
Dude, we don't have to. This is a trivia hour.
DJ Torch, do you got
Wow.
Do you got the video? You can actually play the video for him, DJ Torch. If you got it.
No. This is
Let's
not
play the
proof.
video.
Wait, stop talking. Everybody just be quiet for a second. This is not come over to our channel and have us prove everything to you. Like, we're not doing that here. That's not what we're doing. Like, the same way that you take your behind on those other spaces and you listen for what you want to listen to, take your behind and find a song from 1930. I'm sure you can probably Google it.
Okay, I will. This is new information. What I'm saying, it's new.
May I respond? May I respond? I've been silent for a while.
Respond to what?
To what you just said when you mentioned about or that you don't have to prove things. If you're going to make an accusation,
sir, it's not an accusation. No. I'm not doing that. It's not an accusation. It's not an accusation. It's a fact. It's a song. So you can Google it. We don't have to prove anything to you people. I get sick of I get sick of these Negladites coming over here and telling us to prove stuff, but they'll take their behind over on a Manosphere and Red Pill and never ask them to prove a goddamn thing. So no.
Hello.
Yeah, I just never heard that song. Heard the name of that song. That's all I'm saying. I never heard it before. Or who sung it.
Just Google song about
I'm gonna look it
nappy
up.
hair
I will.
in the year 1930, and I'm
promise
sure
you I
something will come up for you.
All right, you just taught me something new today.
They call it pickaninnies.
Pick it. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Nappy heads and yes.
All right. Well, I never knew that. So.
Who was the author of the song or the artist?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Google it.
All right.
Why don't you just tell us and say?
Why don't you just Google it?
No, it's called study to show yourself approved.
All right, just let it go, man. Yeah, we look it up. I'll look it up myself.
That's it.
I'll look it up. No big deal.
Okay, I'm going to keep the video going. Here we go.
This Becky quickly turns into a Karen when she doesn't get the response from her king that she wanted. Karen always knows that she can call her men to come handle the situation, to come put this black man in his place, even to come toe tag him if necessary. As you can see, Becky is still wearing her work ID, so she left work early to catch him cheating on her. He seems to be cheating on her with a black woman, and in the conversation, the black woman knows that he's not even driving his own car, because she keeps asking, whose car is that? Karen asked her to call the police, and she declined because she knows what the end result may be for this black man.
You're such a lying bitch. Get out my house. I knew when I pulled up here that I was gonna find a bitch because he wanted to answer. Listen, come to my house one more time. This is a public property. I'm not in your house. No, you're not. Let me show her. It don't matter, man. Don't get out of here. I'm glad you came back. I haven't threatened you. Call the police. I don't have ankle monitoring. Call the police. That is correct.
Wait, did she just?
That is correct. Call the police. I don't have ankle monitoring. Call the police. That is correct.
She just said, I don't have an ankle monitor. That's interesting. Also want to show you is it sounds like to me this black man right here is a little bit, this is his preference right here. And she doesn't seem that fit and feminine to me. I don't know about everyone else. What do you guys think?
That is the version of fit, friendly, and submissive that they go after. Yes, that is correct.
So what happened in the video? What I didn't really hear the argument. She was just like going back and forth. What were they talking? What was the whole argument about?
You'll hear more once the video keeps playing.
Right.
Is he cheating on her or something?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna keep playing.
Find a bitch because he want to answer. Listen, come to my house one more time. This is a public property. I'm not in your house. No, you're not. Let me show her. It don't matter, man. Don't get out of here. I'm glad you came back. I haven't threatened you. Call the police. I don't have ankle monitoring. Call the police. That is correct. So whose car is that? So not in a good mood. That's why she didn't want me to come here. No, it don't matter. See, I miss you. So what? Oh, he couldn't come see me Sunday. Were you watching the game with him on Sunday? No. Okay, because he was watching with somebody because he was here.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it for a minute. This is a very important point I need to make. You heard the guy in the last video complain about black women and how, basically there's more friction with black women. But if you're going to cheat, you're going to get friction. And it sounds weird, but a lot of black men, we don't get that. We don't get it. That if we do something wrong, a lot of us think that we shouldn't get any pay, what would be the best word?
No consequences to the action.
No consequences. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize for cutting you off.
Darnell, I want you to interject. In fact, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I do disagree. I think that's just a human characteristic, period. I mean, I've seen white people, black men, black women. There's a lot of people that just hate to accept accountability when they screw up,
Good point. Good point. That's a good point.
I agree.
Yeah, except,
Except what?
Go ahead, DJ.
Okay. Is Urbanista, did you want to chime in or what do you think?
No, you can continue.
Okay. Claudette?
No, you can continue.
Here we go.
Camo gave the answer away in the chat. So if these guys couldn't Google and figure it out for themselves, it's in the chat.
What? I'm getting ready to watch the.
Get the fuck out my motherfucking house, man.
God damn.
I'm scared.
Now, right there, just to make a tip to everybody else, which I made yesterday, if you hear somebody talking like this about another woman, talking to another woman like this disrespectfully, and you're considering dating that man, well, I'll tell you, you're going to get the same black man. So just so you know, it's nothing about who's special or, that he didn't like that woman because she was low. No, when men act like this, they act like this to everybody.
And what's funny is he kept telling her to get out of his house. So you could tell that he was wrong. Like he felt some type of way because he couldn't even get the fact that, dude, you're standing in public on public property in a parking lot. She's not in your home. So
who's in the car?
He felt some type of way about what she was saying and that he got caught out because nobody's telling you to get out of my house when they're like visibly outside in the parking lot.
Right.
So who's in the car?
The person in the car is the black woman that he cheated on with.
So he's cheating on the white girl with the black girl.
Yeah, ironically. Yeah. it sounds like to me that she just is finding out this whole thing. Is that she? It doesn't sound like she was in on it, if you know what I mean. It sounds like to me that she's finding out now that this guy is hooked up with this Caucasian woman.
That's how it
So let
always
me
is,
let
though.
me
It's always you get caught like you know that show Cheaters. They pull up on people. People get caught, and they do research, and that's how it always is. You know, somebody get caught slipping in the public or in a
Yep.
public place.
And
Yeah,
Miss
my
RV, I agree. He probably does live with that woman.
oh yeah. In fact, I think let's listen to more of it. But I believe T Saw breaks it down for us. Here we go.
You can. Could you call 911 for me? No, I'm not in it. Get the fuck out of here. Please! Please! Get out of here. Now you owe me a fucking phone. I can't get a hold of my son. Get out of here, man. Please! Man, get out of here, man. Please! Get your ass out my house, you just assaulted me in my phone. Get out my fucking house. 911! Somebody call the police, please!
Oh wow, Karen.
Hey, Naomi. Look, hold on. What'd you call me? No, hold up. It don't even matter. Did you call me Naomi? Yeah, no, hold on.
Wait, pause it. Dude is so discombobulated. He called the black woman by the wrong name.
Lord have mercy.
He should have just pulled off and left.
Yeah, you know
pull off
that
and
sentiment I agree with. She should have just the black woman should have just said, "Okay, I'm out."
Him too. He should have just left too.
They love the
No,
drama, honey.
You're gonna find out why he didn't. Here we go.
Go ahead, hit me, motherfuckers. I see you. Call police, please, because you just broke my property. Isn't that what am I supposed to do? I can do it in my fucking family now. My house, man. I fucking hate you. Talking about you want to marry me? This is how you treat somebody you say you want to marry?
Did you hear that?
Lord have mercy.
Let's keep it going.
You would think that Becky or Karen would know by now that black men don't marry anybody. They'll turn you into a baby mama, which he did, and he'll cheat on you, which he did. So this is what black men mean when they say they choose Becky because they're fit, friendly, submissive, soft, cooperative? Or is it really that black men know that black women won't put up with this kind of BS?
Booyah.
I think she just kind of she doing that fake crying. She got two phones in her hand, don't she? So if she wanted to call, she can call the police. She don't want to call no police or nobody. She just putting on a show.
I agree, but the thing is
that's not the point of the video.
I know.
So.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the point is that she's threatening him with the Karen phrase, you know, to Karen
Right.
him.
She got the Karenicity.
She's not a real Karen. You can tell by her haircut. She's one of them white girls.
No, she's a Karen. She's a Karen.
No, that's the Karen haircut. Like you don't know
She
what
got like the little-
Yup.
that is a Karen haircut. Like do you even know
Yes,
where
it is,
Karen
honey.
came from? Do you know where Karen
you know how them white girls be having the back of the head
Sir,
shaved
do
like
you
the
know
little
where
bob?
Karen came from? Do you even know where it came from?
No, listen to me. I'm saying no. She don't. She got the haircut like them white girls who like black dudes, a little short bob with the
Sir,
shave in the
no.
back.
Do you know? I'm asking you. Do you know where the term came from?
Yeah, everybody see the videos, and she don't look like a real Karen anyway.
No,
That's
sir.
like,
Yes, she do.
Do you know where the term originated from?
No, I don't, ma'am. I don't care. I don't want to know either. I don't want to know.
Okay, so you can remain ignorant, but
Yeah, I just go by the videos I see.
That disproves your point. If you
All
don't
right.
know the origins of it and you want to stay ignorant, that's fine. But don't
All right.
say that she
Right.
doesn't have the Karen haircut because she does precisely.
Okay.
And not only that,
Wait, hold on, everybody. Since I'm the Caucasian person expert who lived with Caucasian people for a very long time in the only Caucasian city, I can safely say that is a Caucasian haircut that I have seen Karens attack me in. So let me just clear that up just
It
like
came
that.
from the one. It came from the Karen. Her name is actually Karen, and she had like the six tuplets or something with an Asian man. It came from her, the reality television show. Her name was Karen, and so that's where it originated from, and that's the haircut she had.
Okay, cool. But okay, let me add. I'm saying,
Sir,
but
I'm not talking to you.
And not only that, it comes with tears, and I'm calling the cops.
No, I was just saying that you know how like them white girls who like black dudes, they be having them little bob cuts with the little thing shaved in the back. You know what I'm talking about? That's all I'm
Sir,
saying. She
no,
got that type of cut.
that's stereotyping, and that's not even true. That's
All
not
right,
even
okay.
true. There are
All
plenty
right,
of
okay. All right,
and this is
okay.
what I'm talking about. When people aren't exposed to different demographics of people, when they haven't been cross-continental in different states and different countries, they make these stereotypes about people, and they say these
Okay.
things about people because they haven't been exposed to the different cultures and the different people and fully
Okay.
immersed in it. So they
All
make
right.
these stereotypical judgments, and they have these ideologies that aren't based in reality. And then they come online and then they spread that stuff. And when people try to tell them that what they're saying isn't based on reality but based on social media and movies, then they get upset.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know. You can Google what I just said about that haircut, and you see 1,000 images
Sir,
come out. What I
Google
just
is
said.
not
All
the
right.
I
Okay.
realize that Google might be your friend. It might be
Okay.
your friend, but it's not the crust of education.
All right. You say when you want to make your point, you say Google, but when I say Google, it's wrong. Okay,
No,
that's fine.
no,
I'm
no,
The
gonna
no,
let it
thing
go.
no.
is,
I'm gonna
when
let it
she
go.
No, I
said with
said Google
Karen,
because
I'm gonna let
I
it go.
said
I'm
Google
just talking
because
about
you
a
could
haircut.
find the song there. You can find the song there. But
I'm
I
just
don't
talking
make
about it.
if you're educated and you do research, Google is not a reliable source for research.
I'm just talking about a hairstyle. That's all I was talking about was hairs. But I'm
But the
done. I'm done
hairstyle
with
has
it.
nothing to do with it. And who
Okay.
put that on there? Who
All
put
right.
that on there? Who put that on Google
Okay.
but black men?
Ma'am, I'm done.
So
I'm done. Let
good.
it
I'm
go. All right.
glad
All right.
you're
All right.
you're
Thank you.
over. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
All
you
right.
for acknowledging that.
Okay, I'd like to clear something up once again. Okay, first of all, Karens have that haircut. I don't know where the non-Karen haircut comes from, but
It's
again,
not that big of a deal. Just
no,
let it
can
go,
I
man. Let's
finish?
just keep going. Yeah. It's
Wait,
not that.
How
it's
you gonna
not your.
tell him that to be quiet on his own show? Man, if you don't get
No,
the hell up out of here.
No, yeah. Thank you. Let me reiterate this because it's very important so that no one gets misled. But the woman in this video that you see has a very, very common haircut amongst women of her, not only her race but her age. It's a very common haircut. The second thing that for some reason Easy seems to be missing is the fact that she yelled for the police. Let me repeat that one more time because it's very important. When someone yells for the police knowing they don't need one, by default, that makes you a Karen. You don't even have to
exactly.
be Caucasian. You could be black in a Karen. If you're yelling for the police just so you can threaten somebody's their livelihood, you are a Karen. There's nothing. The haircut won't clean it up. She could have a freaking afro for all I care. The point of it, let me break this again. It's actions speak louder than haircuts and words. Okay? She yelled for the police when she knew she didn't need one. Okay? The guy was irate. She knew that, but she could have just left if she really thought she was in danger. But she's being a Karen and pretending to be in danger.
Exactly.
I don't see how hard that is to understand. Who cares what kind of haircut she got? I grew around women like this. I've been Karened by women with the same hairstyle. There's nothing else to be said about it. There's no Googling that needs to be done. Okay? I lived in the ultimate Kara area and I've lived in the ultimate Karen city. There's nothing more to be said. We can move on from this point right here. Whew. Okay, I'm glad I got that out of the way. Here we go.
Can somebody please call police?
And the end of it cleans it up. Somebody please call the police. That is the Karen phrase of the Karen phrase of the century. Call the police.
Karen, there's the Karen symptoms.
Yeah, it's the Karen symptoms. That's how Emmett got killed. Okay, that's how that worked. So
Exactly.
I mean,
They gonna learn.
Yeah.
Access to you is your most prized possession by a long shot. And the more access people have to you, the more that they feel like they can just take advantage of you. The more they feel like they can just, do whatever. Because, I'm always have access to you. It's just like in a dating game. Like as a woman, like when you out there and you vetting men and you date men and being courted and things of that nature, like exclusivity is important. You don't want to give a man too much access to you before he earned it. Because he's going to just take that for granted. He's just going, okay, I got it in my back pocket. I can do whatever I want. And then I can be able to come back around to her and, still be accepted. And there not be no consequences or whatever the case may be. So he's going to handle you like that. You see what I'm saying? But if you, guard your access, guard your exclusivity, then he going to feel privileged to be there. Because for one, he knows that every dude ain't got access to you. And for two, he knows that if he don't act right, he won't have access to you. And he's going to move accordingly.
I'm back with another triggering topic.
We're going to keep it going right here. Here we go.
Now, I'm starting a new series here on my channel, and this is called The Audacity Files, okay? Because I tell you, if men don't have anything, they have the audacity, right? So anyway, I'm minding my business. I'm on Facebook and I see this post about, Black women being overweight and needing to go to the gym and et cetera, et cetera. And I noticed this man make a post where he says that like Black women need to get in the gym and 90% of them are overweight, et cetera, et cetera. So being the woman that I am, I go and look at this man's page and lo and behold, here he is. You see that, right? That doesn't really look like he's in the gym that often, right? And then I look and I see another picture with him looking lovingly at some food. Once again, doesn't look like he's in the gym that often. And I honestly believe that if these men out here...
Well, this is
What happened? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay.
Markeisha. Would you like to talk to her?
Markeisha. Hi, Markeisha. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I just got in from the office. It's a good day in LA.
Oh, you're in LA? Okay.
Yeah, where are you at?
I'm in Texas. Yes,
what part
come
of
in.
Texas?
Sorry. What are you coming in here for? Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. San Antonio. Okay.
Oh, I actually spent a lot of time in San Antonio. My boy used to play for the Spurs. It's a great city.
Okay, can you pause it for a second? I want to preface the video with this. This is a mother of three.
Okay.
San Antonio at all.
How old? Oh, San Antonio's good. It's a good quiet place.
It
How
is.
old are you?
That is. I am 29, about to be 30 in June.
Okay. Well, happy early birthday then.
Thank you. How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 38. I'm an old man.
Oh, okay. You're not old. How tall are you?
Oh, well, thank you. I am 6'2".
You look, do people tell you look short on pictures? No, because I'm really
That's weird, but let's keep it going.
tall. And
No,
I all the time.
I don't know. I haven't got that. I look short on pictures. No, I haven't got that.
Yeah, you looked like it at first. That's why I was like,
Okay, let me stop it right there. I need to make a comment. Believe it or not, it's a questionable comment. Darnell, this is somebody you probably want to stay away from. I can tell by the way she is that she's going to be difficult. She's really asking the wrong questions. The guy, believe it or not, I can't believe it, but the guy actually seems to be the adult in the room in this situation. Claudette, what do you think?
I agree. That's all I gotta say. I agree. I'm
he
not
doesn't-
surprised.
Yeah, he doesn't seem short to me. And the thing
He
is,
doesn't.
the thing is that he's carrying himself well. He's well dressed.
Mhm.
And on this show, trust me, you don't get this much. Okay, I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know yet, but I can tell you, you don't get this much on this show. You usually get the guys with the horrible lighting. They're dressed up in some t-shirt that doesn't fit right, and they're usually lying down in their sofa or bed. You can barely see them. Their haircut's not cut right. This guy right here We got
Like-
potential right here. Let's see where this goes right here.
May I ask a question real quick for the
Sure
ladies
can.
on the panel?
Sure can.
I just want to ask. So ladies, I mean, do you guys feel like maybe she's a little just too dismissive? Like, and maybe this might be kind of a trait that women have in the dating place, that they are so quick to dismiss a man. I mean, keep in mind, like,
Wait.
Okay, let me say this. First of all, not all women.
Claudette, Claudette.
I'm sorry, Camila. Yes,
I
ma'am.
was asking the ladies.
Okay, and I'm answering. So I'm asking a clarifying question first. What do you mean dismissive?
Well, notice she mentioned his height. Oh, you look short, you know, kind of thing.
Did you
It's
not
like,
hear her follow up? She said, "Do people ask you that because I'm very tall and people ask me that as well?" Did you not hear her say that?
I missed the second part. I do.
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
what she
I do
said.
recall that she said, you appear short," and asked, "Well, how tall are you? Like, how do you tell on camera how tall somebody is? Like, for
Sir,
example,
you're completely
how tall
missing
do
the
you,
point. I mean, why
well, man,
you keep going on about that point? But she said the reason she said it is because people ask her that, and she's really tall.
Right, but I do understand.
But can I say something?
Wait, let me say something first, and then.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
I actually, believe it or not, in a little bit, do agree with what Darnell's saying. She did
Mm-mm.
seem a little bit dismissive for.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm not saying that she should ask it differently or better, but there is a little hint of like, really. I mean, like, is this your priority? Is the height of the guy? And I got that same vibe that Darnell is getting, whether it was right or wrong for me to feel that vibe. That's the vibe I got.
Okay, well,
Can I say something?
I get the vibe from black men that they want fit, friendly, and submissive. So if she was dismissive of him not being 6 feet, I mean,
I know there's no problem. There's no
turnabout
problem
is
with
fair
it.
game.
But wasn't Kevin Samuels dismissive?
Yes, very.
Thank you.
I mean, there's no problem with wanting a tall guy. I have no issues with that. But I'm just saying. I mean, listen to what she had said was like,
Right.
well, you look short, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just look at me on the camera. Can you tell how tall am I?
We can't tell.
6'2".
But you look tall.
6'2".
I'm 6'1".
Okay.
But my thing is, Kevin Samuels was dismissive to the women too. How tall? So go ahead. Mhm.
Okay, let's move forward.
Dead.
When you did
Okay.
it, hard.
All right.
Yeah, Kevin
I'll step
Samuels is 6 feet under. So
on my tippy toes. I'll stand on my tippy toes.
Are you single?
So this
you
is actually a
didn't
really
get on
big
here-
surprise.
You didn't get on here to do this.
Should we tell her, ma'am?
That I don't know what
I was on the show last. I was
Oh
on
yes.
the show
So,
last week,
so he was on the show for Valentine's Day. I
and
tried.
nobody called in for me.
Yes.
Oh, they didn't choose you.
No, they didn't show up.
No, they didn't call in. They didn't even show up.
Oh,
It's
well,
not even that.
Yeah, but I think it's just
You're doing better than me.
I'm scared to just join. To come and talk to
no,
us.
you're very handsome.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, I don't know how this works, but that's my Instagram. I don't know if the slide into the DM is the thing. I don't know. Yeah.
That's
So say
all
hi.
you want to say. You don't have anything to say to her.
Well, like I said, I'm really like startled because I didn't know I was signing in to be on the
Okay,
show.
you can do-
I thought I was watching.
So you can do.
You can
on the
ask me a
spot.
question on. Yeah. No, I can do on the spot. So, so you're 29, about to have your 30th birthday in June. You stay in San Antonio. Are you from San Antonio? Like, what made you
I'm actually
get out of
from
San Antonio?
a small town outside of San Antonio. I'm a little country girl.
Okay. Okay. All right. You ever lived in the city, or you always been out there?
I've lived everywhere actually. I've lived in Atlanta for 2 years. I was in Houston for 2 years. I just moved back from Vegas.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vegas. Anyway, let me get some opinions going on. We'll go from Camo to Claudette to Darnell to Gemini. Camo, what are your thoughts?
I don't really have any thoughts. I came up because I don't know if I was behind a little bit, but Darnell was asking about, the opinion about how she's dealing with him. And I don't think like what you said, I don't agree with. And the reason why is because I think men think that the way that they don't really understand that what women think and how we think about dating. If we're truly interested in a person, they're going to know, and the behavior is going to be different. So I don't know what part of her life that she's in. I do know that we're in a time that women don't really take dating serious as much as they used to. They don't want to have kids and they don't want to get married. So I think that what you're seeing is just that. It's not that serious to her. And I don't think it's anything wrong with it at all, actually.
Gotcha. Well
you don't
said.
have to be interested in everyone that you meet. That's all I wanted to say.
I agree.
No, say that last part again, Camo, please. That's so important.
You don't have to be interested in everybody that you meet. And the crazy thing is men complain a lot about women wasting your time. Well, there you go right there. She's not wasting no time. And he knows that he would, if he understood women, which a lot of men don't, he would understand that she's not interested in him. So, I mean, it just is what it is.
Well said. Claudette, how about you?
Well, I can say is this here, as far as with the dismissive thing, and I'm gonna say it again, as you said, Kevin Samuel was dismissive, and all the other men in Spirit Man feel the same way, how they rate women, how they view women, and then as you can see earlier, how unfit, submissive, and blah 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 this and blah 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 that. But it seemed like to me it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it.
True. Very well put.
Mm-hmm.
What's your tattoo? What's your tattoo of? What's the meaning behind it?
Oh, it says unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a powerful narrative to have on you. That's good.
Yes.
Do you have any tattoos, MD?
I was just about to ask that.
I don't have any tattoos. I'm a plain Jane type of boy, so I ain't got no tattoos, no earrings, nothing. I'm just a regular guy over here.
What do you do?
Especially since you didn't allow me my opinion.
Oh, my bad. Go for it.
I noticed that, and this is black men get mad at stuff like this, but when you make references that are very feminine, it's noticeable. Like he said, stand on my tippy toes. I'm a plain Jane type of person. You do you hear these references that he's giving? So it's giving off, feminine vibes. That gives off feminine. I don't hear men refer to themselves as plain Janes. I don't hear men say, I'm going to stand on my tippy toes.
May I respond, ma'am?
Yes.
May I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, I mean, like, I'm not detecting feminine vibes. I think he was just trying to, crack a joke kind of thing.
Break the ice.
Exactly. Breaking the ice, because let's face it, okay, and DJ Torch, you even agreed with me that her vibe did kind of seem dismissive in the beginning, and I think he was just trying to crack a joke. I think he was trying to be nice, and not get offended and not get sore about it. He's just trying to crack a joke. I've done the same thing. As far as plain Jane, well, I haven't used it. I don't describe myself as a plain Jane, but I describe myself as a simple man, like Leonard Skinner, in the song Leonard Skinner, Simple Man. I describe myself as a simple man. And that's all I think he was just trying to do. I don't think, he was malicious or anything of that nature.
Understood.
But you don't see him as you see him as a man. You don't see him as a woman. And that's another thing that men don't understand. Men think that it's just so easy for women that you meet a man and then that works and that's it. And it's not just quite that simple. We have a serious issue with DL men in our community. So we deal with men. We pick up on these things, and that's why it's constantly talked about. And it's unfortunate because I'm not saying all black men are gay, but it's unfortunate for so many heterosexual black men that there are so many supposedly heterosexual black men that's supposed to like women, that's married and all these other things, but are dealing with men. So this is the reality that you're dealing with. He may not be that. I don't know this man, but that is one of the thoughts that's going to already be in her head.
Exactly. And the thing
what
about
does that
it is,
have to do
wait,
with
sir. Wait, sir. And the thing about it is, Black women have been inundated with diseases because they've been with Black men who have been on the down low. So if it keeps me safe to raise my eyebrows, I'm going to raise my eyebrows. If it keeps us safe to say, watch out for these things, I'm going to tell Black women to watch out for these things. It is what it is.
The movie For Color Girls, Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie?
Sure
Yeah.
Husband gave her AIDS. Okay. That's the point. Yeah.
But what does that have to do with this gentleman and this lady in the video?
I explained it to you. It's already there in our mind. Just like you have a certain you yourself, Darnell, have a way of thinking of Black women, whether it's true or not. But it's okay for you to do that. But Black women also have certain things that is in our mind about Black men as well. But y'all don't like that. It's just what it is.
That's understandable.
It's no offense to you or to any other man that is heterosexual, but it's the truth.
It's called a defense mechanism, is what it's called. Okay, everyone is prejudiced. I don't care who you are. Everyone is prejudiced. And for those of you that don't know what the words prejudice means,
sir, please don't get up here.
We understand we're all educated up here, so we good. We know what prejudice is.
And we can spell it too.
Wait, sir, don't come up here insulting people's intelligence. Just say what you would like to say.
Anyone. I did not insult anyone. Okay.
Yes, you did. Sir, yes, you did. When you say that people don't know what prejudice is or whatever else you said, you're insulting people's intelligence. Just say whatever it is that you want to say.
Finding the definition, because some people may or may not know what prejudice is.
If you don't move on, if you don't move on, you're not going to be allowed to move on. Just say whatever it is that you want to say.
Hold on a second. No, hold on a second. I want to address this because what you are doing is...
Sir, what I'm doing is asking you to hurry up and say what it is that you'd like to say.
Well,
and
I mean, it's kind of hard when you're talking.
Go ahead. Go ahead, DJ. Press play.
Like, what do you do for a living? Why do you not have tattoos? You just did.
No, I think I knew very early on I would be very addicted to it. And so I'm a glutton for pain. And so I just kind of steered away from them. I love tattoos, though. I think they're an amazing artwork. But yeah, I work in the philanthropic space. I'm a professional. I have a management firm. We develop and manage different nonprofits. And then I also advise the president of the university here in California. So, and I know the people in the chats was trying to hate on me last week, talk about what did they say? I said that I was lying about my job. Yeah, but no, I actually do have a gig, so it's just funny.
You said you were lying about your job? Was it guys?
They said it. Yeah, they were hating on me. They didn't want me to have no love. They didn't want me to find love on the dating show.
They say you're traveling quicker.
Are you on the phone?
Wait a minute.
No, I don't think it's wrong. I'm saying because I feel like I'm so close and y'all are like.
I was like trying to say it down and then I had to pull it back. It's too close.
Yeah, mine is so close. I feel like I'm like in there.
Okay, Namdi, if you.
So I'm confused because he earlier said that nobody called in, and now he's saying men were hating on him. Did he not say nobody called in? Am I missing something?
Yeah. No, I think he went. Nobody called in like last time it was on.
Right, and then he said men were hating on him. They didn't want him to find love. So nobody.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the present now. I think that's what he's talking about.
No, he said, remember. Okay, go ahead.
If you were to take Marquisha on a date, where would you take her? What would you do?
Well, since she's from Texas, I probably would take her to a gun range outside, have some drinks. You know, people in Texas love guns. And so I would probably take her to a gun range, shoot some guns, probably have like wine and some small hors d'oeuvres while we're out there so we can have a good conversation. And then after that, probably proceed to dinner.
Wait a minute.
And, and let the night take it.
What kind of gun range is he talking about?
Negro say gun range on a date.
But he said gun range on a date with hors d'oeuvres and wine. Like,
that is a bit much.
Like, I want to know what gun range this is.
I cannot.
Hey, Prism. Hey, Alexander.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm
Hello,
fine.
Alexander. Hi, Prism.
Hey there. I have a question for Darnell. Can I ask you a question?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm backstage. I just got allowed back in the show. What's up?
Hey there. How has I saw your video with Kendra G, and I want to have a question for you. How's your dating experience been since that show?
I ain't gonna lie, it's been the same, practically non-existent. But it's my fault. It's not the fault of the women. It's my fault.
Okay, so let me I want to say this to you because I don't find you to be very antagonistic, and because I've watched you on several different panels. So I'm not going to approach you in that way because usually when I come up here, I'm usually antagonistic toward people, but I don't feel like I have to be that way towards you.
I
So
appreciate that.
let me say this. The whole concept of fit, feminine, submissive needs to be eulogized and burned along with Kevin Samuels.
Need to. I'm sorry. Need to be
Because
eulogized.
let me say this because let me say Darnell, let me tell you the reality of life. The reality of life. And I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I want you to hear me clearly.
Okay.
Black women have never in the history of the world that we've known as Black women have been able to celebrate their beauty, their hair, their accomplishments, or anything without Black men degrading us. The moment that Black women start getting their own freedom and autonomy, it's been an issue. The moment that Black women have started excelling, it's been an issue. So
Okay.
let me say this. When it comes to the dating market, Black women are now put in the position where they have and they know they have options. Whereas years ago, the loyalty was really shifted probably about 98% toward only looking at the Black community of men. That shift is starting to push. And when that push is now going, it's not even just nationally, it's internationally now. So because of the way that Black men are already perceived and nationally and internationally, you guys are being pushed down even further. And a lot of people don't want to recognize this, but a lot of it has to do with media and music and the music industry.
No, I agree with that one.
Okay.
I agree.
So
The music industry.
Black women, when a woman comes up, that young woman, Markeisha, is a fairly attractive young woman. She is probably the type that a lot of guys, that's what they're looking for. This guy doesn't care that the kids came to the room, like, what do you need? What do you want? That's a disposition. Okay? He led with the fact that, hey, one of my boys plays for the San Antonio Spurs or whoever. Women you have to understand something. Women are not prejudiced, they're persnickety.
Define persnickety for me, would you please?
Just like I'm persnickety. Like I have a set of standards and expectations and things that I look at because women are visual. I know guys don't want to hear this because they say men are visual and women are emotional. That's a lie. Women are visual too. There are things that about a man that aesthetically I'm thinking, okay, that looks like a good package right there.
I agree with you on that. Women are very visual.
Okay, so the way that men, the reason why Kevin Samuels came along, they keep on putting this lie out there that he was trying to get the Black community back together and that he wanted to see Black families healthy and all this other stuff. That is a lie.
Okay.
That is a lie because let me say this. One part about living about a lie is how you end up. The way he ended up shows that he has been living a lie the whole time. It wasn't about getting Black families together. Not if you have a rotation of, even though we know that's a lie at his age, 6 or 7 different women coming in and out that he has on speed dial or something. That's not a man who's trying to get the Black community back together. That's a man who's playing a dating game, who doesn't understand that understood that what was going on is that Black women were starting to pull away from Black men. So the only way that Black men feel like they can bring Black women under subjection is, last night I heard on Dennis Sperling's panel that they either submit or die, or don't you want to just be sadistic and just beat them back into submission? I want you to understand that women have options that, and because of those options, you guys need to step up your game. I'm trying to tell you to humble yourselves. You don't have really any options, even internationally. You need to humble yourselves. You really do. And when I say humble yourself, you need to realize that the approach that you have with women, this is speed dating. You can't require somebody to be fit, feminine, submissive in an environment that is toxic and full of patriarchy. Women have to become offensive right now about who they are allowing into their lives and into their families.
Okay. So just so I understand, ma'am, I'm just asking the question here, but just so I understand, you're talking to me directly, I'm assuming?
Well, let me say this, Darnell, because I think you're asking a lot of questions about why do women turn down good men. There's no way that we would even know, looking at this guy, he wasn't a serial killer, because Ted Bundy was a nice looking guy. To a lot of white women, he was this
guy actually right here. If you used to think about what he actually looked like and how he dressed exactly like this guy when he was a law student.
Right. So I need you to really think about that, Darnell. Women by nature, we have always been taught, and I'm talking every race of woman, that when a man starts moving toward us, that we should give him an opportunity. Those opportunity cost the women that Ted Bundy took about 60 plus. We want to talk about the women that didn't give opportunities to men who think they're good men. They've been very dangerous to women. So we have the right to be very persnickety about what type of man that we're dealing with. And honestly, I don't care if he's wearing a suit and a tie.
Right.
That does not make him classy.
I never said it did.
No. I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm just giving you conversation back and forth about what you were saying to the women on the panel, because let me say this, it's making it seem like, and I know you might not think that you're coming across that way. She doesn't have to give him an opportunity. Maybe she's really not attracted to guys who look like him.
No, I agree with you. You do not have to give someone an opportunity. You don't. I'm not saying that at all.
Right. But somebody like let me say this.
If
there are men out here that are absolutely unattractive and they're getting women. They're getting women not just because of their maybe they don't even have money. They might be just, that's the kind of guy he is. Maybe he's just one of those guys that are able to attract women. Now, I mean, look at Shabba Ranks. LeBron James without a basketball is Pookie from the neighborhood.
Flavor Flav.
So we need to
LeBron.
Money makes a lot of people very pretty.
They never lie.
Very handsome, which is why Kevin Samuels went for the aesthetics of the suit, the glasses, smelling good. He started trying to, let me say this, Darnell, if I sit there and I'm on the phone with you and I'm saying, yeah, like I just took my hair down and I'm sitting here brushing my hair. I love to smell good and I have roses all around my house. I'm sitting here on my 5,000 count spread, my sheets, Egyptian sheets. And I'm talking to you on the phone and we're just having that nice low conversation. I'm drinking a glass of, I don't know, some Moscato or something like that. that does not symbolize that I'm feminine, fit, and submissive. You know what that symbolizes is that we're just having a conversation. So let me
Correct.
say this. It goes beyond just the way somebody looks. It just goes beyond the way somebody dresses. Men need to up their game. Black women are the most educated demographic. That means because of our intellect, men need to stimulate us intellectually. Black women have never had the ability to go to school for generations, to read a book. So with that being said, I'm going to end it with this. Black men, your time is up. You have no more cards to play. None. You have played every card for generations to tell Black women they're ugly, their education sucks, they stink, they're this and they're that. The queen has taken the king. Get in your place or get ran over. It's either you get in course with what's going on in the system or the house is going to fold on you. You don't have any other choices right now. Some of you need to lower your expectations. You might need to take that big wide back Shirley that Kevin Samuels with them 4 kids that they're talking about. She might make a good wife because you already know she can cook because she's a big girl. You need to lower
Well,
you need to
you
humble
got a
yourself.
point on that, but you know, let me ask you a question. Would you take on a man that had a single dad with 4 kids? Would you take him on?
So
Would you
let
date
me
him,
say
marry
this.
him?
So let me say this personally.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would not. But
There you go.
I have a friend
Uh-huh.
who married a divorced single father
Mm-hmm.
with 5 kids.
Ooh,
5 kids.
feel sorry for that guy.
Really? He's an absolute wonderful man. And
Wow.
you know
Well, that's
something?
good to hear.
He
That's
got
good
a
to hear.
woman who he married at 35 years old, who hadn't been run through, who had no other children, and
Mhm.
gave her 2 children. And right
Yeah.
now, he's 60 years old and she's 53. She's one of my mentors. She's older than I am.
Okay.
And they have one of the best marriages I think I've ever seen in my life. They like each other. They don't just love each other, they like each other. She helped him raise his 5 daughters along with his ex-wife. He and his ex-wife and my friend are friends. She's a classy woman.
Oh, I don't deny it, but I do
So
notice an
personally,
interesting.
But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
that's her personality. That's the
Mhm.
man that she wanted. That's the man that she found something in common with. Would I do that? No. I wouldn't. I'm not going to help a guy raise his children.
There
You
you go.
know, what I
There's a lot
don't
of women that feel the
understand
same
is
way.
this idea that women are supposed to accept the same things that men are, all at the same time saying that they want the woman to be submissive and friendly and fit, but they're supposed to accept the same things that the men are, as if these men don't understand the dynamics of society. It's just baffling to me. And they also equate wanting to be able to work, wanting access to good jobs, wanting to be able to have a bank account, wanting to be able to drive as equality, meaning that you can treat them like you treat men.
Right.
When women ask for equality, it had absolutely nothing to do with being equal, as far as me treating you like a woman, like you would treat a woman. That's not even what equality meant. Equality is being able to access education, being able to access the workforce, being able to own a home, being able to drive a car, and not be owned by a man. That's all.
And being able for my father not to pick somebody that I would have to stay with for 30 years and really hate him.
Exactly.
So let me say, equality gave me the choice to say, hey, guess what? I don't want you.
Well, yeah, I get that all the time.
Yeah. So, but Darnell, it doesn't mean. Let me say this: there's somebody. I think. Let me not say that either, because there is not somebody for everybody. The problem is that a lot of men, because of their insecurity, do not know how to take and change some of their behavior to get the women, or the women that the women that really would like you, Darnell, maybe you don't like them.
No, I mean, there's been a few women that have liked me. The only thing was, I'll be honest with you, at the time, one time I got out the army, I was broke. I was sleeping on my dad's couch, and there was a woman I was dating. I was collecting unemployment, but I felt like a bum, you know. And
did you hear what you said? You felt like a bum.
I was a bum. Well, I didn't have a job. I was a bum.
So
Sleeping on my dad's couch.
let me continue. Let me just finish this story really quick here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So my friend that married this guy with these 5 children, they raised a very healthy household. And they have 2 boys right now that are still middle school age boys. Okay. When she met him, he's a former vet. He's had about, I don't know, maybe 6 neck surgeries from being hurt in the military. And let me say this. She saw him going off because he couldn't work, so he had to get disability. Okay.
Yep.
So he was going to help all of these people with this certain thing, because I'm not going to say what they're doing, because I don't want to take away from their business. But they were saying he was going over helping all these other men and women who are former vets and stuff. So his wife was sitting there one day thinking, you know something, he's spending a lot of time doing this for free when we can be making money off of this. Darnell, they live in a 4,000 square foot home, which he never had before. She was the upgrade. He didn't have the ability to become the better man that he was. Not that he wasn't a good man, but to be the better man he was because of the woman that he married. And the reason why, and if you ask her, you know, if I say to you, do you think that you're fit, feminine, and submissive? And she'll probably tell you that that's a bunch of stupidity. And she's going to say that her and her husband have conversations where they work together. Men and the leadership that women in household, like maybe you guys keep talking about, you guys are not spiritual men. You don't have the right to ask for something that you don't lead. Kevin Samuels was not a spiritual man.
No, I mean, I agree. No man, especially
no, but the time where that stuff was talking about subjection was a different system and a different culture of people. You don't have the right to ask for stuff like that. Now, is it okay to say, you know, honey, hey, I would really prefer to go over here tonight. Can we just go over here? There's nothing wrong with wife saying, okay, yeah, I'll go over there with you. But you don't have the right to create a system for women. And I'm not saying you're doing this, but they don't have the right to create a system of what is necessary for a woman to get with them, because it's a game. Let me say this, and I'm going to send the video to Torch later on, and I'm going to drop down. There's a group of men that were on Dennis.
I apologize for cutting you off, but before you go, you can finish, but before you go, may I respond before you drop off?
Sure. So
Okay,
there's a group of men that I'm going to send it to Torch, and I'm going to send it to him, and I'm going to send it to Princella. There's a group of men that left a panel last night with Dennis Sperling, and they had another after show. And these men were trying to come up with something to try to get Black women back under their control. And one of the things was they were like, maybe we can get a white woman, a Latino to come in and they're talking about this out loud. They're trying to find a way to make Black women to like them.
Okay.
To come under their control. If Black women see us as Black men doing what we need to do, they ain't gonna have no choice but to come under control. Well, that's not going to happen.
No, I agree.
That's never going to happen. White women don't even do that.
Yeah.
But I marvel at the delusion of men thinking in this system in YouTube, thinking that you have more power than you do. You think that those 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscriber has given you some voice somewhere, and it hasn't. You're under a delusion of the type of women you feel like you should have access to. Kim Kardashian doesn't want you.
Oh, I know that.
Them girls over there in Pattaya and all them, they might have the ability to look like a Kardashian because of their hair, but they don't have the system of patriarchy and money-making capitalism in America to become one of those. And you as men don't have the ability to build them there. Because, and don't say I'm wrong, because Ayanna said the same thing about you. She said because of who you are in society, you can't. And I'm going to tell you again, you guys need to humble yourselves because your cards have all been played and you don't have anything left. You've used women. You've used other women of other races. You've done everything that you can to bring Black women down, and they're still progressing. So you need to humble yourselves. You don't have anywhere to go. You really don't. And anywhere else you would go, you're going to be under another man's system. You don't have anything of your own. Not even Africa. Africa's being taken over by the Asian culture.
Yes,
and other places. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. But you guys need to stop talking about them big Shirleys and go get some chicken fried and get somebody to clean your house, because they will do that for you. But you don't qualify for those women who don't want you. And the reason why they don't want you is because they have options.
Yeah.
Marquisha,
I agree wholeheartedly. I know for a fact women have options.
Marquisha has some options. That's why she got some kids.
Yes, he does.
So
Yeah.
anyway, go ahead and respond, Darnell, and I'm gonna drop down.
Okay. Okay. So here's what I wanted to ask you a couple questions before you drop off. Okay. I want to throw a scenario at you. You and I, we're both married. Okay. Just pretend with me. I know it's horrible. I'm ugly. I get it. But you and I are both married. Okay. You're the breadwinner. You make the money. You bring home the bacon. You put the food on the table. You keep a roof over our heads. I'm the stay-at-home dad. Okay. You come home from work. There's no food on the table. The dishes are dirty. I've been sitting in my boxer shorts all day watching ESPN, and Sports Center. And you can say, well, where's dinner? And I give you an attitude kind of thing. I give you an attitude. Oh, I'm not your slave. I'm not a domestic servant and things of that nature. Now, I mean, how would that make you feel, ma'am? Would you want to be in a relationship with me?
I wouldn't put myself in that position.
Exactly.
But the reason why I can say that is because I have options.
Correct. And that's fine.
On the other hand, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. Because the Black men that are requiring all of these 5-step programs to their chains on a finger,
mm-hmm.
they don't really have the ability for a woman not to work in a home. You would have to lower your standards. A $40,000 salary in this economy in 2023 is like $20,000, maybe 15. They don't really. I don't know how to say this, but that's not a. It's one thing if you marry somebody and they have some sort of tragic accident, which would inhibit them from being able to take care of themselves.
I agree with you that a man that is not able to, pay all the bills himself, he probably should not be asking for a fit, feminine, and submissive woman. Especially if he's depending on her to keep a roof over his head and put food on the table. But my scenario is that, okay, you're doing all these things, and I throw an attitude, and that's what I think a majority of men. I think that's how some of us. I shouldn't say majority, but that's how some of us men feel. Hey, those of us that are working, 40, 50 hours a week, we come home, dinner's not on the table, and we get, an attitude problem from a wife. Like I said.
How you
Okay,
gonna
okay.
just
Let's end this fake scenario because, like you've already said, Prison. Most of these men don't qualify for that, and they always come up with these scenarios. The most apprehensive, unconscionable scenarios
it's
to
just
place to Black
it's
women
just so you
to
can.
ask them a question about something that's not even happening to them. And it's just insanity that they sit and they want to ask us these phony questions to gauge how we respond, when in all actuality you and that person would never be in that situation to begin with. It's tiresome, it's old, and quite frankly, I don't even want to broach any subjects like this in the future because it's not productive.
Right, because it is extreme. I agree with you, Gemini, in the fact that these guys find the most extreme things to kind of talk about, but at the same time, men are not. Let me say this: you guys are going overseas for women to cook you hot dogs and serve you lettuce and tomatoes. Okay, that's not a traditional meal, and that's not a good meal. You guys are going overseas when historically, as Black men, you're going over there to countries where they have high amounts of sodium, high amounts of pork, and all of these different things that are absolutely toxic to the African American body. And you have the nerve to try to belittle Black women who don't want to cook you a meal, talking about y'all can't cook anyway. I can probably outcook a whole lot of women overseas. And you know something, I'm still not going to cook for you. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything. That's not a requirement for a woman who's single, who owns her own. If you're a wife, it's a whole nother thing. But let me say this, please, you guys have to understand something. It takes two people to run a household, okay? And it's not leader and follower. It's co-partners. And just because you don't think that women can build this and women can build that, that's a lie, because there's women overseas all the time. And like, you guys are going to the Philippines, they've had about 6 women presidents, and the United States has none. So those women understand femininity and feminism better than we do, because they are living it. You guys, like I said, you guys are delusional. And Flit, I can say whatever the hell I want to, and you don't have to like it. You need to humble yourself. You need to humble yourself. You need to humble yourself. And number 2, you don't know what race of woman I am. You wouldn't be able to tell from my voice. You don't know what race of woman I come from. You're just a loser. And Flit, I've seen you on a whole bunch of panels. I'm going to read you really quick, and then I'm going to leave on out of here. You one of them low-class passport bums who can't afford anything in America. You don't even have the ability to ask to be masculine. And the reason why is because you're the least masculine men in America. You don't have the ability to build anything. You don't have the ability to even have the respect of women of your own race. You don't even have the ability to live in a system where you're not dependent on another man's race of women or any place else of men. So please stop talking to me about being delusional. There's nothing more delusional than thinking that you are the most sexy men in the world. You're the most desirable and everything. And you lead by your big BC and all this other stuff, which is pretty much infected. But I can talk about you all day long. Nobody owes you anything. And that's the problem with you Black men. You think everybody owes you something. And you know the problem is you don't have enough money to pay the cost to be the boss. Have a great night. Thanks, people.
Ooh,
Thank you,
message.
Thank you, Prism.
Thank you, Prism.
Alexander, hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. How is everyone doing tonight?
Hi, Alexander. Doing great.
Okay. I know I was working, so I got but you know, I'm on break, so I want to I want to say something about, and here's the thing, guys like Dennis Sperling and all them, they're nothing but just narcissistic men that's forcing Black women to like them. And when I heard from and I was listening to Prism, and it's like they trying everything to get black women to like them. But as she says, it's not working. And the thing of it is that black men have become entitled to the point that now they think, oh, if we bring another group of women on the panel, and one of them said, I'm on the short bus.
Don't pay attention to that, Alexander. Just say what you want to say. That's taken care of.
And not only that, but this is why comments like that is why I get all the time. And the thing of it is, I know more about the black man's psyche, about the degeneracy of black men, than the black manosphere ever could. Because I did, like this past week, I did stories about the degeneracy of black men. And both of those stories are sad, and the fact that they lost loved ones because a black man can't. Now, it's not. I understand that it's not all black men. I understand that, but it's the majority of them that can't control their anger, their anger. It's a lot of them that can't. And all the stories I talk about, and I'm about to do one about, and I'm about to do another one about another black man that decided to go ahead and unalive both his wife, who was a preference, his daughter, and his daughter's boyfriend, who happens to be a black man. Now to me, I'm going to say this. Prism is right. Prism is absolutely right. Because here's the thing. They want to try to beat black women into submission. What the heck? What the heck is wrong with most black men? What in the world is wrong with most black men? I've been trying to figure that out for a long time, and then I realized, you know what? It's the whole ego thing. Black men have to have this ego that everybody wants them, when that's not true. And when something doesn't go their way, then all of a sudden they're ready to unalive somebody or ready to beat someone into submission. And I'm sick and tired of it. So at this point, I can't blame black women for moving on. I can't.
Thank you, Alexander.
Thank you, Alexander. Yes,
Claudette,
ma'am.
your final thoughts.
Yeah, my final thought is this. That part, beat black women to submissive. That sounds like slavery to me. And I don't. Gemini Prism, she said my mouth, and she was right about everything. Gemini, you're right about everything. I don't even have much to say. What I'm doing here, I'm just learning and learning and learning. And what this show is about altogether, it's not about putting black men down. Honestly, we love black men. right? We just want us to be together. We just want us to fix this issue. This is what this show is about. This is why I chose the show out of all the other shows I watch. This show is the best. See, the way they look at it is like, oh, they're badgering black men. Oh, you black women hate black men. How is that so when there's a plethora of videos that talks down and denigrates black women? It don't make any. It just doesn't make any sense to me. They gotta do better. When they do better, we all do better. And if you know better, they should do better. That's all I gotta say. Uh-oh, hello?
Thank you, Claudette. We're here.
Oh, I got quiet. I'm done.
No, we're
Okay.
here. You know, what's so funny to me, it's not even funny, it's really rather disheartening and sad, is that we have these conversations over and over again, and we talk about these things because the heavy stuff is really hard to talk about, and it's hard to just do lives and be focused on the hard things. But what I want people to realize, and we may just have to do it, and who shows up, is that when black men are killing one another every 2 hours, and they're killing black women every 4.6 hours, then they really have nothing to say about anything, because they're the ones that are doing the most damage. They're leaving their children behind, and black women are having to raise their children alone by themselves. So this whole conversation about deviating to dating men who have nothing, who want nothing, they want women to they want women to be complacent with them. They want women to stay in the same state with them. They want the foolery. They want all of this that they want on a 43K max salary for a lifetime. And it's not black women that have the problem. It's the black men that can't provide that have the problem. So and I'm not saying there aren't some delusional black women, because there's some delusional black women. But for the most part, black women have shown society as a whole that we're not the problem. And so these men have to get their act together, and not for black women. And that's the problem. They feel like black women are asking them to get their act together for them. No, get your act together for yourself.
True. Facts.
You know, get yourself together for the children that you've created. Not for anybody else. And a lot of times people are so focused on getting themselves together for someone else, man and women, or getting themselves together so they can be in a relationship. Get yourself together for you. Get yourself together so you can make the best of your own life. Because realistically, like Prism said, there isn't a person for everybody, because women outnumber men. Unless you plan on going to a country where, and there's only a couple where men outnumber women. So, you know, get yourselves together for yourselves. There are so many things that are going on in society that need to be focused on, that relationships is not one of them. If you're not financially stable, because there are things that are getting ready to happen that money is going to require money for you to be able to survive and live. And it's not going to take minimal money. It's going to take more than minimal. And fiscal responsibility is required, because nothing is guaranteed. Go ahead, Darnell.
Yes, I'm back on the show.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying Gemini dropping them gems.
Oh, okay. So I mean, here's what I think, and you know, everyone on the panel, you can correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But I think it's on both. I think the issue is on both sides. Are there delusional and messed up men? Hell yes. Believe me, I know a lot of them. You know, but at the same time, I also think that when it comes to women, at the same time, not all women are delusional, but you know, there are some women that are delusional, and you've had you've also had like, when I gave that scenario, I don't give these scenarios just to be mean or condescending or mansplain, I think the term is called. I just want you to put yourself in the shoes, of men. I put myself in the shoes of other people all the time to try to understand them. I do it all the time to white people. I do it to women. I put myself in the shoes of other people so I can understand where they're coming from. Okay. And the only way you're going to understand what it's like to be a man, because like I said, I myself, I'm just the average guy. Okay. I'm not a high value man. Some women would have called me a dusty. I'm not really a dusty, but that's their opinion, and okay, it is what it is. But the thing is that when you put yourself in the shoes of another person, you tend to understand exactly what's going on, and that's all I'm saying for you women. Like, I understand you women keep saying, okay, men, you need to step up. It's kind of hard to step up, I'm a guy that works. I'm retired and I work, I'm a homeowner. I have 3 cars, I'm still single. Can't keep a woman to save my life. I mean, what else do I have to do? And I have no kids, so that means I don't have, the baggage, well, I ain't gonna lie. I have a special needs brother I take care of, but, other than that, I don't have the baggage. And, like, what else can I do to qualify for a woman?
Are you asking me or just the ladies?
Well, this wasn't a Q&A. This was final thoughts. So
let me give them some quick tips, just so we can end on a positive note. The first thing you'll need to do is remember the saying, if you do what you've already done, you never. I forgot what the saying is. Forget that part. Anyway, this is what I'll say. When somebody tells you, when ladies give you advice on how you can improve your chances or improve your looks, appearance, and everything, you might want to listen to them, because I remember a while ago, I think, in fact, on Kendra's show, she said, "Why don't you get a haircut?" This was like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you didn't get one.
That's correct. I didn't.
And on her show, you were kind of like reluctant. I mean, I
wasn't reluctant. I even told her I plan on getting a haircut.
Right, but you didn't. You didn't. I mean, your actions tell me you're reluctant. You haven't got one yet. It's not like it takes a week to cut hair. It takes 1 hour. Probably for what you got, really, to get it stylized. I'm not dissing you either. I'm just saying the amount of hair you have, it will take probably about a 2-hour stylist. You see what I'm saying? You probably got to get it washed. You got to get it trimmed, and then you got to, get the beard so it's glistening, and then you got to get the beard trimmed so it's not like covering your lips. You see what I'm saying? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
You could start there, and I guarantee you not, with you being around 6 feet and you're not obese, that will get you started. Now, I can't help you much when it comes to after you open your mouth, but I will say this, if you don't self-deprecate yourself, okay? If you don't self-deprecate yourself, you've increased your odds by at least 30%.
But would you say I'm realistic? Am I deprecating myself, or am I just realistic?
No, you're deprecating yourself.
Okay. I understand that, or I at least understand your opinion. The thing is, I do have to disagree with you, sir. Is that in my opinion, I'm just realistic. I mean, through experience. You know what I mean? Experience is, in my opinion, is the best teacher.
Okay,
You know?
how many times have you said tell me some of your phrases that you think are realistic?
My phrase, can you elaborate a little bit?
Like you can't keep a girlfriend, and what else did you say? You said something about your appearance, and then you said something
Yeah,
about your worth.
I'm ugly as sin. I'm ugly as sin.
Okay.
My ugly black ass. That's one of my favorites.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you this. What makes you think you are ugly as sin?
Well, for the fact that, like I said, women are just not attracted to me. Even when I was clean cut, clean shaven, when I was in the military, women are just not attracted to me.
Do you think it was
know,
because of the way you looked, or the vibe you gave?
I think it was a combination of both.
Do men call you ugly?
No. But
do me a quick favor and fire Cam up for 1 second.
Okay, give me 1 second. Right. Hello.
I'm staring.
Oh.
I see nothing wrong with the way you look.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Do you understand where I'm coming from, Darnell?
No, sir. Can you elaborate, please?
What?
I don't see anything wrong with you the way you look.
You're not ugly.
You're not ugly.
Not at all.
But I will say this though. Until you actually believe us and you believe yourself that you're not ugly, you should get therapy. You know why I'm telling you to get therapy?
Well,
Not
I'm
to be
already in
mean.
therapy.
Okay. Please have your therapist address why you think what in fact, I know you already have, right? What did they tell you?
Well, I mean, as far as my, my dating life, I mean, that's kind of.
So you didn't address your self-esteem with this person, right?
I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I understand. What you're probably about to say is that you're so focused on the PTSD aspect of your situation that you haven't even gotten to the. Okay.
That's not. I mean, a therapist would address all those aspects because it does have an effect, or be affected because you may have low self-esteem because of PTSD. So it's not a subject that's not broached. It's a subject that's well broached, even with someone that has PTSD.
Got it. Camel, I thought Torch was about to say, please have your therapist call me. Okay, but you see, so I'm giving you objective view, okay?
Okay.
And I'm telling you that there's nothing wrong with the way you look. I'm not going to say you're Denzel Washington or something. No. I'm not going to say you're a supermodel. No. But you're definitely not any worse off than a lot of the clowns we see on the internet. Okay.
Well, I try not to be a clown. I try to be.
Okay. No, I understand, but I'm not saying that. Let's not get into the clown part. What I'm saying is this. Okay. Is that's not going to be your problem. Okay. But you should, when a woman tells, I know it's going to sound mean, it's going to sound feminist, but when a woman tells you something to do something that will benefit you, you should do that. So when Kendra says you would be more attractive if you trimmed your beard, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not trying to roast you.
Oh, no, she wasn't. I never, like I said, I even said earlier.
It's important I make this clear because all you need to do is the best advice you're going to get on appearance is going to be from a woman, not another man. They're competing with you. Mm-hmm. Unless the man's gay, he's not going to tell you how to look good. Okay? Yeah. So when a woman, respect what a woman says, especially when it has to do with something that's going to better your life. One, you obviously got to work on the PTSD, but believe it or not, there's people on this panel that are more expert on therapy than I am. Okay.
Mhm.
But so knock that out. But at the same time, you have to focus on believing. It doesn't say, I mean, come on. How much? Yes, I will say this. I cannot say you're going to get a $15 haircut. You're not. You got too much hair. That's a good thing. I wish I had hair on my head, and I don't. What I'm saying is you got about $40 minimum, probably $100 if you want to look like Richard Gere, right? But you should work on that first and just see what happens. And then two, do not shit on yourself in front of a woman. And what I mean is don't be modest, but don't deprecate yourself. And see where that goes.
Okay, you've heard some of the women that did talk earlier.
Sir, I'm sorry. Is this going to be a counseling session?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Darnell. Maybe we'll talk later. But yeah, we got to close this down.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ, I just want to say thank you for letting me up, and and again, I'll see you. I'm hoping that I get to see you and everybody on the panel on the live that I'm doing tomorrow night at 11:10. I gotta go back to work.
All right, everybody. That's Alexander Brannon. He has a live tomorrow night at 11:10 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Let's get there.
All right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You have a good
Bye,
evening.
Alexander. Fire it up.
Got it. Here we go, folks. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. The Urbanista.
Money work.
Claudette Jonay.
Hey.
Arnett Elliott.
All right. Good night, guys. Love y'all.
Good night. Camo, Kittens and Caskets. Prism. Henry Mars. Miss RV. Quita Ward. Columbus Hill. Here we go. Bridget Bouton. Natural Under Pressure. OPC. Black Women Rise. Oh yeah. Purple DC. Javon. Bridget Mouton.
Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work.
King Lucifer.
Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah, me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo es. Money work.
Tomás.
El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
Melanated Vessel.
Money work. Corazón.
Conscious Mind Love.
La plata no te hace ser feliz. De coro. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work.
All things Natty Jean, Banner Ray.
El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work.